Standing by.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Complete.
Ohayo gozaimasu, Tajigen is your favorite superstar maniac, the multi-dimensional Tajigen Khaiden, a sentient star cluster and many cosmic minds combined in VTuber, V-singer form, and in many different forms in Final Fantasy XIV. For the last time, over the following, let's say, minutes or hour or so, in Viera female form, this female form I almost want to say, into Ellison male, because that's what won the poll of the Fantasia Regeneration that we're about to do right now. But anyway, I get ahead of myself. Good to see you all, Tajigen, for a special week. Me streaming on Wednesday at this time already feels weird, right? No stream on Sunday also, yeah. But you know, in exchange for that, we have what we're doing today. And well, look a little Grahatia there, if that's what that is. I'm not sure if that's what it is. It's not the Crystal Exarch version of him, that's for sure. But look a little like little Mikoto there in the back. Yeah, because I'm regenerating. This is meant to look like Time Lord regeneration energy, Doctor Who style. In case you can't tell, it's the same thing with the thumbnail we're using for the stream. But yeah. It's gonna be a short and sweet stream, but very sweet. As we're gonna do Setsudan first, looking back at 4 years of Final Fantasy XIV and stuff, talking about things. We're gonna be yapping here for a while, and then going into quite a bit of time doing Fantasia stuff, because I'm also going to take, if I understand how the system works correctly, I'm going to take the first hour of it to also regenerate back into my previous forms for a moment, because I need to take screenshots with them. Because I realize there's an emote that can look pretty much like a Time Lord regeneration that really works, and I want to try using that. Yeah, because what I have here, for example, that I also use in the thumbnail, this is kind of good too. But you don't usually have this pose with all races and genders and everything like that. You don't quite have that, unfortunately. But we'll see if we're able to do that. I'm gonna have like an hour to do that, and if I don't do it correctly and I'm stuck with a previous form, I gotta have to spend 10 USD on a Fantasia. This is my last free Fantasia also. Where do I have it, by the way? I need to double check, because I should have it somewhere. I think you can search an item or... Well, anyway, that's the week, but yeah. It's just a Photoshop, did I say filter? It's not a filter, it's a brush, rather, that I use, and I can't remember. It's an old version of Photoshop that I'm just clinging to for as long as I possibly can. And I don't know if it came with it or if I downloaded it or something, but it works out quite well. Using this shade of yellow, I used something a bit more orangey at first until I had that emote that I realized looks like the regeneration. It's the power-up emote. We'll take a look at it when we go into the game. But... yeah, it's like more of a shade of yellow that really works well too. It's just really perfect. This is really perfect. But I want to have all the screenshots really show the transition from like body to body, basically. We'll have like a different outfit every time to really show the difference. Or we'll be in a different in-room every time if we can. That's gonna be the issue though. Ensuring, or maybe not a different in-room. We don't need to do that, but... what is going to be the issue is doing it all under an hour. What helps is that I think I have all the appearances saved. I'm not sure if I do. The Hayur male one, I don't know if I do, actually. And that's going to be a bit ironic, actually. Actually. But I don't know. But yeah, it has been 4 years of Final Fantasy XIV for Tajigen Khaiden right here. 4 years of Tajigen FF14 is the way we can call it. And year 5 begins now. Or this is the last day of year 4, or... either way, you know, it begins this week. Because on Friday, we'll have the 5.5 stuff. We'll talk about it again when we finish the stream and all that. But before that, tomorrow is Sonic Racing Crossworlds. Live Alive, my beloved, on Saturday. That might be a very short stream as well. Because from what I understand, that chapter is very short. Although, there's an extra thing you do in that chapter that we're gonna do. We're gonna try and do it. So there's gonna be some battles in there for a chapter that is usually devoid of battles. From what I understand. But I'm getting ahead of myself. besides talking about the future, let's talk about the past. Let's begin talking about the past of Final Fantasy XIV. On the 1st of July of 2022, we did the first Final Fantasy XIV stream after a bit over a month of playing FF11 actually for its 20th anniversary, which was great. Final Fantasy Friday came from that, which was FF11 Friday. At that time, I think it was Double Stream Friday as well. Yeah, it was called Final Fantasy Friday. Yeah, we were doing World of Final Fantasy or some other games before we did that one, but when we just were doing it on YouTube and then on Twitch exclusively for each stream, like that. I know because I was collecting the thumbnails. We're gonna look at the thumbnails from past streams and all that in a moment. But I wish I could have done like screenshots as well, but that was a very tall task. I would not have had time for that, and my time has already been so tight this week. Today too, by the way. Today I've been running from place to freaking place, but we're here. That's also why the waiting room is late and why we don't have... Why the waiting room was late, I mean, and why we don't have waiting rooms for the rest of the week right now. Anyway, I'll work on them tomorrow. Like, for the stream tomorrow and then for the rest of the week, if I can. Sonic Racing Cross Worlds, FF14 5.5 MSQ, live. There's a small chance we may not have Final Fantasy XIV next week. But, or if we do, it's not gonna be more 5.5 stuff. But yeah, it's a major point we're reaching, by the way. We're getting close to Endwalker, and if it all goes according to plan for Friday, the game is gonna put the Endwalker screen as my login screen. We're gonna keep going back to Shadowbringers for as much as we can, or even Stormblood in some cases, but yeah, that's the way it goes. But what was I gonna say? Yeah. There's a lot we could talk about. I don't know, I feel like I want to reminisce about why I started FF14 in the first place. You know, during that time period, I think we were still doing... I don't know if that was the year in which I said, oh, we're gonna finish all the vanilla stories and all things, or like get to max level, or... Nah, no way that was gonna happen with all the MMOs, but we were juggling multiple MMOs, right? Once upon a time, I did multiple MMOs instead. Star Wars The Old Republic, Lord of the Rings Online, Lotro, and ESO were the biggest ones. AQ3D has also been big for me, but that one was more discontinued longer now. When was the last time I played the thing? I don't even want to check on Steam right now. I'm gonna be shocked, I think. It's still very, very beloved to me, by the way. Not that I want to stop playing it, the same with the other three. But yeah, like we still have a few clips, more than a few clips of like Lotro, Sator stuff, ESO stuff. I know for sure we have them. Have I ever done, you know, come to think of it, have I ever done a stream with any of those three games with my current model? I think maybe I've done it with Star Wars The Old Republic, but have I ever done it with Lotro? I must have done it with Lotro at some point, but I'm not sure. And I'm not sure if I've done it with, no, I don't think I've done it with ESO at all. I have not installed ESO in ages. Also because I don't have space in the drive right now. I still owe you all a Wuthering Wave stream from Alluring being the top gifter, choosing that game on the last subathon, and we're already planning another one, or at least a long 14-hour stream for Friday 14 for August, for the start of Endwalker. So, we're gonna get close to the start of Endwalker already, but there's gonna be a little bit of time before we actually start it. On that time, we're gonna be doing more Bossia, and more in the Crystalline Mean, which I've been teasing for so long now. You see, Sony said they will not make physical PlayStation games after 2028? I did see that. Play has limits. Yeah, I saw that, Caleb. I'm like, okay. I mean, I kind of saw that coming. Not from Sony, but I kind of saw that coming. I don't know. Are they really saving production costs or something? I do dislike it, personally, but it's not something I'm thinking much about, I guess. Because, I do dislike it, but I don't feel the dislike, let's say, because I don't have a PlayStation console, and I don't expect I'll be able to afford one soon, and all my games are digital on PC anyway. Not that I'm saying physical games should be extinct, but we need Sega back. They're still thriving in a different way, though. Sonic Racing Cross Worlds is killing it. They've been killing it with Sonic Racing Cross Worlds, just supporting that, it seems. Sooner than later, I think we will have a new Sonic game, but, you know, there's only so much they can do. Because from what I heard, apparently Sonic Racing Cross Worlds... also, let me know if the music is louder than me. I keep feeling it's way louder, and I keep forcing my voice to be louder. I'm gonna try to speak more in my normal speaking voice, let's say, which already gets loud sometimes, but let me get some water. Already, in many ways, it's been a long day for me. Yeah, they made a new Streets of Rage. Last year, they made Shinobi Art of Vengeance, a sleeper hit, by the way, which I never did finish. I needed to get back to it. I might as well restart the whole game or something, but they had DLC with an Eggman stage, a Yakuza stage, I think, and something else. So I want to play the hell out of that. Are you kidding me? And yeah, they're still killing it with the Yakuza games, I think. They have a hand in Persona to an extent, though I'm not sure. They have a sort of hand in it, right? That's also why Joker is in Crossworlds. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, back to the F14 topic. Yeah, I started F14 because, you know, people like Lurin, some regulars like Mist, some of you, Tajigen, were already recommending it to me to hell and back, and I had to check it out. But not before going for FF11, right? So Final Fantasy Friday for a little bit was FF11. I still remember it so clearly, a lot of what we did there. I would love to go back, but I have neither the time nor the budget. Well, I guess I have the budget, but it wouldn't be good to subscribe to the game also without the time and all that. One of you gave me like, what was it, 1 million gil or some crazy amount there in FF11, and it's still sitting there in the account, I imagine. Here's a fun fact though, and it's also why I'm mentioning it. I am an elf in that game. Only one character, no such thing as Fantasia in there as far as I know. We went for elf or Ellison or whatever the race was called. Pretty much the equivalent of what I'm going to become today in the Regeneration. And yeah, I kind of regretted it, but I don't know. I saw like the human male or whatever name they gave it, and I was like, I don't like it. But then I didn't quite like how I looked as that model. Named myself Tajigen because any variation I was trying to do for Khaiden was already taken. I'm glad Tajigen was not taken though. And Tajigen is still sitting there, somewhere in Sandoria. I'm still sitting there as Tajigen in Sandoria, just chilling, not doing anything with the story and all that. But man, I have fond memories. If one day we do have the heavenly thing, the what to call it? I'm thinking of the words miracle or heavenly, or those are not the words, but the very wished for thing, which is to have one subscription be for both somehow, FF11 and FF14, then we would definitely go back then. Final Fantasy Friday would be a very different monster, maybe. I don't know. But yeah. I started FF14 with high expectations and they were surpassed. Not immediately, maybe, but they were surpassed. And yeah, figuring out the game at first, there was a lot going on. Game didn't hook me, but I also was way more hooked into it than most people are when they start the game, supposedly. But that, you know, the funny thing about FF14 when starting it was that it didn't feel like Final Fantasy until Heaven's Sword for me. Not entirely, you know. I was looking more at the MMO side than the Final Fantasy side, if that makes any sense. Not sure if it does, but best way I can say it. I don't know. What are your thoughts on FF14, Tajigen? I need extra water. It's been a long day and I've been busy today with all sorts of things and... My voice feels extra tired right now. Yeah, but... Today is even more yapping than usual, arguably, because of all the Satsudan we're going to be doing before we actually do the regeneration we're going to do. The regenerations. I'm surprised they never had the doctor kind of cycle through their faces when they regenerate, you know? Even if they look older. Like they did with the whole Guardians of the Edge thing with 13 and the Master hijacking the body and all that. Minor spoilers. Hopefully they're not big spoilers, but, you know, and the power of the Doctor. There was that, but like showing the faces cycle there for a moment. I don't know. I could have sworn there was a regeneration or something that did that, or... But not quite. Maybe I'm thinking of something else, or a Big Finish audio, which doesn't have visuals, but my imagination can be quite strong for that. I need to get back to listening to Big Finish audios, but that's another story. Anyway, I have a few like favorites, like a list of potential favorites to talk about, by the way. Before we go into the thumbnails reminiscing. Favorite expansion, for example. You can tell me your favorites as well. If you're also in FF14 and all that, Tajigen. And if not, live through me. Live through the Tajigen FF14 experience. Today, the experience reaches a new level. And it's nice because it coincides with, like, the start of year 5 and all that, right? It's not always going to coincide because the regeneration happens every 3 to 4 months. And we're at that time period again. last time it coincided with the end of Shadowbringers and the start of post Shadowbringers basically, and the time before that, which was the first time we did it. I wish we would have started earlier, but the first time we did it, which was a subathon goal, it would no longer be a subathon goal. I gotta think of new goals for the next one, but that first time we did it, it was... Wait, what was I saying? I forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah, we were starting Shadowbringers, right. We started it, I went to the first and then regenerated. I got isekai to another shard of the world that I originate from, and I turned into a cat girl. There's your anime title. There's your light novel title. Yeah. Favorite expansion though? What would I say is my favorite expansion though? Because it's between Heaven's Sword and Shadowbringers. I mean, I've only played 3 of them. It's already quite a few of them. 2 are missing from my list because I haven't played them yet. Can Endwalker beat them? I think so. Can Dawntrail beat them? I don't think so. I'm gonna like it. I think I'm still gonna like it. I've heard some criticisms of it, but I think I'm still gonna love it. Like it at least. But it's not gonna beat the others even through that. I don't know if I want to say Shadowbringers though. Yeah, I think I should say Shadowbringers though, given what they've said. Yeah, given what they've established about the lore, the multiversal thing, the Warrior of Light origins with the first ever race, the precursor race, the first civilization, like all of that. I'm using like Assassin's Creed terms saying the first civilization, but you know, precursor race, but that sort of thing. That sort of thing. The hidden city of the ancients, to use a Sonic the Hedgehog term that was used in the Archie comics. You would think that was for the Sonic Adventure arc of the comics, the adaptation basically. You would think they're talking about the ancient Echidna stuff when they're saying that, but they're not. There's a plot twist. I'm not gonna say it though. It's a nice plot twist, which makes sense for his world. Explosion! Super Mario.
Gonna immediately remove this sub if you don't go and laze in VTW.
You're not gonna do that, Illyrian, because Ellis and Mail won the poll. Oh yeah, we should talk about the final count. Let me have some water though, because need to clear my throat a little bit here. Also, Illyrian, you're a supernova once again. 19 months in a row. 51 months overall. How many years is that already? 4 years of F... Let me actually calculate that, because we're celebrating 4 years of F14. I've been doing this for longer too. And 51 divided by 12. A little bit longer than that. Just a little bit longer. 4.25 years is what it said on the calculator there. So yeah. Yeah. Thank you so much for doing that. You shine brighter in the darkness of any cosmos that you travel through, and you travel through quite a few of them. Even in FF14 alone, you travel through quite a few of them. But yeah, the tally of the votes, the YouTube poll had the most votes, but like, putting them all together. So there was Discord, there was X-Twitter, and there was a YouTube community tab. Thank you to everybody that voted, and some very beautiful votes on the YouTube community tab. Thank you for that. Yes, you could vote multiple times, going into different platforms and all that. Hell, even creating another account or something, I guess. Who am I to stop you? Is not, like, disallowed, let's say. There were 0 votes for How You're Female. One day we might see it, who knows. 2 votes for Rogadin Male. Interesting. 4 votes for Aura Female. But the winner with 13 votes was Ellison Male. Almost a landslide right there, you know? But I love to see that variety of votes, which makes it even more fun. Also, had it ended in a tie with the tally overall, we would have done a tiebreaker live on the stream. We would have had a poll. So if that ever happens in the future, because we're going to do this again in about 3 to 4 months, which is no longer going to coincide with something, that was the other thing I was talking about, yeah, which is no longer going to coincide with something like the start of Endwalker or the end of Endwalker or something like that, just whenever it needs to happen, you know? A Time Lord, especially somebody like the Doctor, doesn't get to quite plan when that's going to happen. It's kind of like that, except we're actually planning it, but it works either way. But yeah, we're gonna do this again. Actually, yeah, looking ahead at the future also a little bit. Today is the 1st of July. Each of those has actually been quite a bit more than 3 months. I think by about a week or 2, I lasted longer as we are a female than as female Mikote. which is still my favorite out of those forms, by the way. That's another favorite we can talk about. Out of only the 3 forms I've had so far, we're gonna have a 4th, but I haven't really experienced what that's like. Out of the 3 forms Out of the 3 forms I've had so far, yeah, Catgirl has been the favorite. Well, not only because of this, but in big part, yeah, Catgirl cute, meow. There's that, but the laugh we had there, the laugh. Oh. Actually, we may experience that laugh today again because we're gonna go through the old faces a little bit within the hour that they give me for that because I need to take screenshots. That I didn't take before. But yeah, favorite expansion, Shadowbringers so far. Maybe Endwalker can beat it, but who knows? From what I've seen of Endwalker, yeah. Reaction delay because driving, but heck yeah, welcome to the Ellison Club, yeah. Finally, Tarumi's not gonna be taller than me, I think. Drive safely, by the way, drive safely, alerted. But yeah! Finally, I don't have to crane my neck up to look at her. Tarumi will finally have a friend. So we weren't friends before, you maniac. I see how it is, I see. That's how it's been. But yeah, it's gonna be fun. It should be interesting to see what the appearance is like. But yeah, we're gonna get to that. We're still gonna yap quite a bit. Let's see, favorite zone though. I wrote down favorite zone. I don't know if what can I say is my favorite zone? Maybe I can have a top 3 of them. I think definitely Dravania, right? I think we're, no, Dravania, you know, where we have Matoya's Cave. Was that Dravania? I don't even remember right now, but Dravania maybe is my favorite or one of my favorites. And then the other 2 are both from the first, from Norvrend, because it's, I'm forgetting right now, but you know, with the purple leaves and everything right outside the Crystarium. What was it called again? I'm forgetting completely, but that is one of them. And then the other is the Pixie Fairy area. Ilmeg, was it? The entirety of it. This is the entire zone we're talking about. I would say those are my top 3. Yeah, top 3 zones, right? I'm not gonna say my top 3 expansions because then that's just every expansion I've played so far, unless you count ARR as an expansion. In a way it is, in a way it isn't. It's vanilla, right? It's not like you can play pre-ARR. Nor do we need to, maybe. But yeah. And then, what can I say are my favorite songs? I wrote this down, but I don't know if I can even narrow it down to like 3 or 5 or favorite soundtracks, favorite songs, you know? I become a fan of Big Fat Tacos recently, maybe. No, you know what I've come to learn that I really love, only until recently? The whole Crystal Tower music. Or rather, the first 2. World of Darkness, I kind of forget or I haven't heard enough of it. But Circus Tower and Labyrinth of Ancients, especially because I've compared them to their original versions, because there's multiple versions, from FF3. And let me tell you, putting together a playlist of those songs and then the originals like that and listening to it, man, it's epic. Working and doing things with that, yeah. Some really good stuff there. Man, my throat today. Give me a second. Today has been very busy for me, and I've been up since early, like things I needed to do since early and all that, and running to and fro. Many of those things involve my voice here and there. Tajigen Khaiden is a busy star cluster maniac, but in good ways, mostly in good ways. So yeah, we're doing good stuff in here. Actually, yeah, I feel so adult. I feel like an adult in a business suit, you know, doing adult things. Just doing what I need to do. Because I've been able to do them well today, even if I had to rush. Which is not something I can say about every day, necessarily. So that's a nice thing to say. But man, I think it's just like a little bit of extra clearing. My throat is fine, it's just like extra clearing it needs to do. But yeah, favorite songs, I gotta still give it to the Crystal Tower series. We're talking about the entire 4 years of it, right? Most of what I've done in doing that in roulette or something, I guess at this point has been off stream, but I can't even remember what the stream was like when we first experienced that, but it was on stream somewhere. We may be able to find it in the thumbnails we're about to see, by the way. Some of them will have more context than others, and that's gonna be the fun part about it. You're gonna see the evolution of my channel, in a way. It all starts in 2022 because 2022 was also the year in which we started doing more thumbnails and all that. Like, the YouTube streams at the time in which we started thumbnails hadn't become a frequent thing. So then it became good practice when YouTube streams were more regular. To the point that now, you know, they're a regular feature. And I'm proud of that. I'm a proud content creator, VTuber, superstar. Because of that. But yeah. What other favorite songs though? Maybe Lahi, I don't know. Raktika great with just hits. What else? Gurki Mugul Mong. Cannot be understated. Cannot be understated. Oh yeah, everything with Alexander. Especially when they have the whole giant robot assembly. They're making tokusatsu and giant robot anime references with the way they do that. It's so freaking good. We still have that playing on the apartment, which we might see today, by the way. Maybe I'll take some screenshots there. I don't know. But yeah, everything on my apartment keeps playing back, I guess. Oh well, this is kind of cheating because it's technically not a song from F14, but the Royal City of Rabanastre, the music there, taken straight out of FF Tactics. I really like it, especially what was it called? Especially the boss music for that, because there's like two of them while you're going through it, and then the boss music. The real question is what you thought of Seed of Sacrifice. Remind me which one is that? Oh, by the way, spoilers, in case I say anything spoilerific. That's not the one where Hosh Fon died, is it? Oh yeah, that would be one of the most powerful moments ever, by the way. What would be my top 3 most powerful moments? Well, I can think of that one when Hosh Fan died. But what actually may be more powerful than that? Well, no, I don't think it's more powerful, but it's around top 3 at least, is when it's still a clip. It's still a clip. When the revelation was first given to me that, or hinted to me that you as the Warrior of Light are the shard of a Warrior of Light from that first civilization, and also our birth is another one of those shards, and you're all a multi-dimensional entity because of that, and oh my god, that was so good. Did you beat the final trial of Post Shadowbringers MSQ? I thought you had. No, we haven't done that. If you mean Post Shadowbringers? Yeah, we're gonna do 5.5 MSQ this Friday, so if that's what you mean, no. But Seed of Sacrifice, we've done that because the name sounds familiar. Let me Google it quickly. I just don't remember the names of them by their... No, that's 5.3. Yeah. Seed of Sacrifice. Oh, it's the final trial, I guess, because we won't have others. Yeah. Freaking Elidibus taking the Warrior of Light 1 form. And all the things going on. Freaking Elidibus and like, yeah. No, that was really good stuff in there. I like what Elidibus did. And then going back to where Sandy went. Yeah. I liked it. I really did like it. But yeah. I'm really happy with our progress, by the way. 4 years ago we started it, and look where we are now. It really has been about a journey and not a destination, but also not extremely slow either. If you told me 4 years ago that I wouldn't even be caught up with the game 4 years later, it would not sound nice to me. But at the same time, looking back at it now, I can see it's a good pace, all things considered. We're still doing it and we're still killing it, right? And that's great. But yeah, top 3 moments. I don't know what the other 3 would be, though. The third one would be. Those are 2 of them. I don't know what the third one is. In no specific order, just the 3 that come to mind. I don't know. Maybe something related to the first as well. When we get Isekai in the first place. When we get the revelation of how the worlds work and everything. Or the revelation of the stuff with the Asians. That's maybe not a single moment. Or something with Xenas. Or something with Hildebrand. Yeah, talking about favorite music as well. Hildebrand's song is my favorite. I can't wait to see what they're gonna have in Post and Walker for that, because we missed him. He wasn't here in the Post Shadowbringer stuff. And oh boy, it's gonna be a while before we see him again, and it's gonna feel weird. I think we're gonna see like the Polygon Hildebrand or whatever it is. I already have a slight spoiler, I think. That is my top 5 favorite trials in the game. The visuals music was so good. Yeah, I don't remember the music exactly, but it must have been music that made me go, oh, the music, right? As I usually do. There's just so much good music. It's just that damn good that I can't think of that many specific ones. We've thought of quite a few already. Oh, and even the Papaya song. Maybe I want to say that one. Yeah, we can say that one. But yeah, Give me a second here. Let me recenter myself as I tend to do. I think I kind of did it. Or no, wait. No, it didn't. And not quite how I want to recenter myself. A little bit like this, maybe. I hate it when it makes me, like, lean towards the right here. I think that's just, like, not intentional. Whatever works, anyway. Favorite alliance raid, though? What would I say is my favorite alliance raid at Tajigen? Because it may come down to... It comes down to either... It comes down to either one of the Stormblood ones with the whole tactics thing, or it comes down to one of the first with the Crystal Tower. Well, it's gonna have to come down to that after what happened with the Crystal Tower in the Shadowbringer story. Yeah. You know what? I'll be kind of basic and I'll say Labyrinth of the Ancients because I'm just very fond of it. Always walking in with players when I'm not skipping the cutscene. Walking in with 23 other people. That's my first experience of that. And even if I keep experiencing that over and over again, it always hits nicely. Seeing the 24 people, myself included, walk into the damn thing. So freaking badass. Look Up to the Edge. It was one of the first fully voiced songs the Primals did for a fight in the game. Yeah, To the Edge is a name I know. That must have been that one. Yeah. Yeah. I can't remember the song specifically, but I remember how it made me feel. Which can be very powerful for a song, actually. And so I think I know what you're talking about, even if I can't recall the song in melody or lyrics in any way whatsoever. Just through feeling, right? We haven't beaten the Nier raids. That's going to be part of the 5.5 group content, the last one, which is Infamous. I almost, actually, this week we almost, I really wanted to try doing 2 FF14 streams in a row, which would have been 3 in total. Another one would have happened on Saturday for the group content, but Saturday, there's something I need to do later that day, so I can't really... I don't think what we're doing in Live Alive is going to take that long either. It's like much longer in the day, but you know, the queue is going to be long for that Alliance raid, and the Alliance raid itself is going to be difficult. We may wipe several times. I don't know. I've heard it's very infamous, and so I'd rather have as much leeway as possible. That's just going to be better. But yeah. Favorite normal raid, though? What could I say is my favorite normal raid? Rather, it's easier to say that my favorite normal raid series, which still remains the Alexander ones, I think. Coils of Bahamut, I don't know if that even comes into play. I love the gear you get from that. I still need to go and farm it or something. I can do it solo, I think. Unsynced. But the last Nier raid one convinced me to play Nier once I caught up in FF14. Ugh. Because the raid is so long, but the story is so good. Nice. Already I love the story. I think I'm gonna love it even more. An explanation for why the worlds, the dimensions are linked. If it hasn't been provided already, which I think it hasn't, but yeah. We already have Med 2B, which is great. Some good stuff right there. But yeah, favorite normal raid series, I'll say Alexander. Stormblood. I'm blanking right now. What was it for Stormblood? What the hell was it for Stormblood? It wasn't the Ravenaster thing. I am completely blanking right now. My ADHD is like... It's been a long day. Let me just search it on the wiki. Like, I'm just gonna do that. Omega. Yes, of course. Then, no, you know what? It may not be Alexander. I think it's Omega. Yeah, never mind. I take that back. It's Omega. It's all coming back to me now, but I needed that reminder. It's Omega! Of course it's Omega. Kefka freaking Palazzo. Which has made people's lives miserable recently with like the extreme version or ultimate or whatever it is. Yeah. Omega male, Omega female. Omega is multidimensional like me. And I love that. And I love that. But yeah. And then favorite dungeon. Oh my god. I'm gonna tell you like my top 3 favorites. I gotta put Maniac Manor in there. Hawkey Manor. Because it's just the Maniac Manor there and it's still a special place in my heart. Even if I haven't actually learned it despite that. But also Sorkai. Khaiden is the name of that damn thing. Like Khai. It's right there. That's my freaking name. That's my freaking name. I do keep forgetting. Who is it that we faced at the end? Chris Velger or... I forget, but anyway. Sorkai, just because of the name. And it's a lovely dungeon too. And then the other one I can't remember, but it's like with Matoya, and not the recent one, but one where you like go into this magical library thing and all that. Heaven's Sword just had great dungeons. Favorite dungeons overall are in Heaven's Sword. Not in ARR, not in Stormblood, not in Shadowbringers. Heaven's Sword. So Heaven's Sword still gets an award right there, for sure. Nier Universe is chaos because every collab they've done is confirmed canon by the Nier creator, which means so many IPs are technically tied to FF14. That's how it is, that's how it is. Fall Guys is tied to it. If FF7 is linked to it in any way, that means Super Smash Bros. Is, which means everything in Super Smash Bros. Is also linked to it in that way too. And that's the way it goes. A river links to a river. Sometimes they're braided, sometimes there's confluences, and it all links together in this series of multiverses. Multidimensionality, baby. That's the way it is. That's everything about my existence, and what makes me happy to see. Yeah, Fall Guys is there somewhere. But yeah. What do you remember most about what I've done in FF14, Tajigen? Do tell me in the chat. Hell, in the comments of the VOD on YouTube. Wish some streams have been lost, unfortunately, in the shuffle. You can check the Tajigen archives for the even older ones, or the 14-hour ones that can't really be uploaded on this channel. I mean, I could upload them, but they wouldn't be on the live tab, which just looks disorganized. I still needed to put together the Shadowbringers playlist and a Stormblood one for that matter, but it's like, I can't ever find the time. But yeah, I'll try to be better about having an Endwalker playlist, for sure. That's gonna be so exciting, starting Endwalker. But yeah. Let's keep talking about the past here. Oh, no, wait. Here. So, 4 years ago, as I said, first Final Fantasy XIV Friday. Because it had been Final Fantasy Friday 11, or well, Final Fantasy 11, right? We didn't have the complete alliteration until then. And of course, my previous model, you're gonna see a lot of that until eventually we get to the current Khaiden Tajigen 1.0. This is pre-1.0. Still beautiful, isn't it? Still beautiful, aren't I? Still amazing. I've regenerated outside of Final Fantasy XIV as well. Alliterations go brrrr, yeah. So it started. I can't remember much of some of the things we did in there. Well, I do remember how the experience itself was, but I don't know about other things. I mean, hopefully it's there archived somewhere. Hopefully it's there. It's there in the Tajigen archive somewhere. I think it is. I think at least this one is, but I'm not sure. Even if they are, even the ones that are there just need to be organized, and ooh, that's a more time-consuming task. The day immediately after, yeah, which must have been a Saturday, more Final Fantasy XIV 2022 July 2nd. We have hundreds of these, I think, so we're gonna cycle through them. More FF14 questing. Oh, also, they're gonna have the dates up until a certain point, because I was actually putting the dates on these thumbnails for a version of them, but at some point I stopped doing that. I have it in the file name, but I can't see the file name. I thought I would have a way of seeing it while I went through this slideshow, but I don't. Or do I? No, I don't. Oh, that's a shame. We're gonna have to sort of guess it, I think. I don't have a way to see the file name. Wait, let me see. Give me a second. Yeah, we had that's an FF11 stream. But just to show the transition from one thing to the other, right? Give me a second. I am looking to see if there's a way I can see the file name while I do this. I can't. What I can do is open the folder where I can see the file names and just maybe kind of look at it as well. I'll try to do it that way. At some point we'll lose track of it, but I can make a rough estimate because when I put this together it also reminded me of it. Okay. Let's go on with this. More FF14 questing. Some old style of thumbnail for some of these. Yeah, I definitely need to go back to some of the things I did in these previous thumbnails. You know, I think that staff is actually like an FF11 item for my thaumaturge self. I wasn't even a black mage yet. We had the black mage colors for sure. 2022, July 8, July 12 here. Multidimensionality with the hair as well back then. But yeah. That's somewhere in Tanalan, I think. At a certain point, we were doing regular side quests until we realized, okay, we gotta stop. Even if they really call out to me. I mean, we do a lot of side quests, but also they're the more important ones for the most part. blue quests and things like that. Yeah, July 14, the first dungeon, which must have been Fantasia. I think Fantasia is the first one, right? July 14, yeah, so 2 weeks after starting, basically. Mostly we did have a few weeks with more than... Oh no, wait, that's Lotro. Sorry, a wrong thumbnail sneaked in there. As I was collecting them, I tried to do it like fast today. It's been a busy day, as I said. We gotta talk about the screenshot, but also I may have missed a screenshot or two. Not a screenshot, I mean a thumbnail. I may have missed a thumbnail or two somewhere, but well, we have the majority of them at the very least. Or some of these may not quite look right, but what is important is that we have most of them. This came literally from a screenshot we took. I think that's the fire allure in there. And yeah. Look at me, because that look, that hairstyle, even as my male higher self, which lasted way longer than all the other forms we've had so far, right? Hey, I had different hairstyles. The Doctor has had that happen. Look at the 8th Doctor, how he looked in his first movie, and then how he looked in his regeneration in the Night of the Doctor. Yeah. Arguably the 4th Doctor, the 11th Doctor also had changes like that. That can happen. We had a nice hairstyle that we settled for a little while before the current one, which I'm kind of considering changing because I want to have something with a braid if possible, but I may not change it. At the very least, we're not going to change it for my Ellison self, my Ellison male self, so you can see the continuity better, so to speak. But yeah. Oh, her old Dark Knight glam? You don't have it anymore? To me, I feel like I've seen her in this one so many times, but I'm not sure. Look at me with the beginner gear. Though I don't know what I'm wearing exactly on the legs there. Like sort of striped thighs or thigh highs, or I don't know, but I like the look of it. FFXIV, July 22. We're still within that first month. Yeah, that's from the inn. Oh yeah, nice one with just a purple touch in the back. I'm surprised I haven't continued using that filter. Maybe I will again. I should again. Oh yeah, this one was lovely. I love what I did there. Fire and ice. It's already been over a month of Final Fantasy XIV at this point. Yeah. And at that point we were exploring the Shroud, I would imagine. The waking freaking sands in the back right there. Look at that. I think we really do have every possible thumbnail I could find. So hopefully none are missing. By the time we started FF14, I was already doing thumbnails for everything, right? Because had we started it, I don't know, in 2021, at the time we didn't have thumbnails for those, so we wouldn't have done it, but yeah. September 1. Oh, and then immediately September 2. Just more adventures everywhere in Eorzea, right? Sooner than later, I think we have already reached the end of ARR and post-ARR. Within that first year, we had ended it, and I think we started Heavensward from what I saw, but we'll see soon. Just more and more adventures. I love this thumbnail, by the way. I need to see if I can put it together with my model right now. I've had this model for over 3 years now, which is... No, wait. Over 2 years now. Maybe 2.5 by now, which is crazy, but... Some things are actually kind of harder for me to model, and... These poses took me a while to put together. In V-Roid Studio. Anyway. September 24. The ARR finale was on the 30th of September. You like the old look too? Thank you, Caleb. We should be reminiscing with this soon. There may be a stream soon in which we do that, but more on that at the end of the week, because I'm still considering some things about it. How I'm gonna go about it. But anyway. ARR finale. So, the 1st of July. July, August, September. Pretty much 3 months to get there. Which checks out. We actually do every expansion in about 3 or 4 months, which is... about 12 streams. Shadowbringers took us like 12 streams because I was actually keeping count of those. And that's a really good count, all things considered. It's like a whole season for that. It's a really good way to go about it, you know? You see an anime that runs for 12 episodes or so, that's what it is. That's what it is. It's an arc, it's a saga, it's a coup, it's a season. Really good stuff right there. Pokemon Violet, I think, around that time, like Legend CA, Vanilla Legend CA with a DLC took us that long. That works out so freaking well, right? And maybe around the same time with the post-patches. So about 6-month bursts for each of them. Some of them have taken longer, though, because many years have happened, a lot of things happen, even a few hiatuses here and there, or some... Well, hiatus of a month at most. I'm not talking about 6 months or a year, or like Tajigen Khaiden was gone for long, but... Yeah. Such devastation, this was not my intention, is what happened on this stream, I think. Ah, yes, we were in the middle of this Halloween outfit. Believe me, if I could find a good way to change my hair as it is here on this model, on this self, or even... I can change the eyes maybe, but if I could, I would do it, but I actually can't. The way it was put together by my dear VTuber Papa, Kageri Tsukikage, is not easy to modify in VRoid. Like, I can add cat ears, but doesn't really go beyond that. That's why there isn't as much, like, little variations for that. But I can do a lot with what we have right now, and already the way I look is still perfect. Even if the variation in terms of hairstyle, hair color I should say, not hairstyle, isn't that much, I'm still perfect the way I am. And I can still wear like hats and stuff. We had the nice cowboy hat. What am I gonna do for the distant future? I need something. I can't think of anything. Maybe some sort of helmet. Well, I'll have the badges from the chapter so far, I guess. But yeah, I look cute like this. I liked it. Yeah, because we still have the Halloween aftermath, so the outfit is still there in November 4 back then. The costume. It was still adventures, post ARR stuff mostly. We were focusing only on the MSQ, but we probably had things such as the Alliance raids and all that. Somewhere here was my introduction to the Crystal Tower, I think. Just didn't reflect that in the thumbnails as much. Oh yeah, and notice they all keep saying Final Fantasy Friday. At a certain point, they'll stop doing that. They look amazing no matter what, right? No matter what. This was all Frankenstein, mostly from like parts that are mostly free on booth.pm, which is great, by the way. You can do so many great things with that. And it's still Khaiden Tajigen, isn't it? A lot of this was a good basis for what Kageri did for my 1.0 self. Oh, and just... Oh yeah, some of these have alternate versions I did. Right. Ah! And I think this may have been the first FF14 collab with Allurin. Even an old model of his. I'm sorry if you didn't want that to show, Allurin. I'm not sure, but you look great too. You eventually looked even better, but yeah! This is 2023. I think the date is not here, right? But yeah, it's gotta be 2023. There in December. The first Starlight Celebration collab we did, because it's become a regular feature that we do a collab for every event or almost every event for F14. Which is interesting, isn't it? Interesting. And there it is. You're all cringe model, you look fine. But you look even better now. You look even better for sure. The Foundation. Last FF Friday of 2022. What is that we have in the back? It could have been Calls of Bahamut actually. You were all helping me on synced with it, but I don't know what it is that we have in the back exactly. It's not the Crystal Tower, I think. December 30. And now we start. Yeah, that's supposed to say 2023, I think. Yeah. These are meant to say 2023 for the first ones, but I forgot because that sort of thing is hard on the first days of the year and all that. Yeah, 2023, January 6th, the first FF Friday of the year, I think it was. Yeah, we're mostly in like post-ARR areas there, I think. I'm not sure. But what else here? 2022, January 13. Yeah, I can definitely tell they're like Imperial areas, sort of, stuff like that. And yeah, now there I was starting to pay attention to the post-patch titles. And thus we went through the maelstrom right here. In this one. And I'm still only Black Mage for this. Alternative version of that thumbnail right there. Yeah, Defenders of Eorzea. And I think this is one that aged like milk because if I'm not mistaken, this was the whole Crystal Braves thing. So me getting all enthusiastic about that, saluting and all that, that's aged like milk now. In a very, very funny way. And if it's not, is there somewhere? Manderville Madness on February 3. On the Gold Saucer. Speaking of Manderville Madness though. The Hildebrand stuff. If I'm not mistaken, that Gilgamesh fight is the one that has the Ultraman reference in it. Yeah. I love it so much. Not during the fight itself, but I think a cutscene before it. But yeah. Mario Day, March 10 it was for that year. It's already been over 3 years for this. Yeah. I think that was maybe more Hildebrand stuff, I'm not sure. Oh yeah, that was definitely more Hildebrand stuff in this one. It was more... Not the way we approach them now. Like, we would do all of it in one stream if we can. Or well, no, it would be patch by patch, but also... We weren't approaching it patch by patch back then. Ah yeah, this was just April Fools. We just did casual things in FF14. One of those, I think we've done like 2 of those, where April 1st is just the stream upside down and I pretend it's not upside down. We'll do it again some other year, I think. But we didn't do anything major, just, you know, because the entire stream was upside down. So it had to be like that. But look at this thumbnail. I need to do another thumbnail like that. Yeah, that's Isail in the back. Lady Iceheart. Dreams of Ice. FF14 patch 2.4. That fits so well. That fits so well. Hatching Tide collab. We got the current alluring Direstorm. There it is. Yeah, to think it's been 3 years since one of our collabs. Since a lot of them. Frozen Illusions. Yeah. More Isail stuff. Our first look at Shiva. Because we've seen other versions of Shiva now, huh? That's the thing about it. I look great in that, don't I? I am gonna lower the music volume a little bit. But yeah. We're in April right now. I don't remember what we did on this stream. Before the Fall Part 1. This is MSQ we're talking about right here. Oh yes. And Before the Fall Part 2. And yes, that was my face after everything that went down there, that's for sure. I actually had spoilers about major events that happened during that. But anyway, on the road to Astrology, and here as we started, Heaven's Sword. We weren't quite using the current thumbnail format. I love what I did there with that Astroglobe, whatever it's called. Yeah, the multi-class mania was already happening, so it took almost a year for me to finally become Astrologian. But I become very fond of Black Mage too. This was a great freaking thumbnail. I need to see if I can recreate it in some way. What we have right now is still great. Yeah, no date on that one, but that's alright. Yeah, we were definitely on Heaven's Sword by then. Heaven's Sword Zone in the back. More Heaven's Sword. Okay, I'm gonna start to speed up the pace a little bit on what we're talking about. Ah, Ravana with the revelries in the back. Yeah, the revelries. Oh yeah, and I never did say what my favorite trial is, right? I don't know if I have a favorite one right now. One became very favorite recently, right? Damn it, I can't remember, but... Well, the one I literally mentioned there is top 3 for sure. Ravan is still top 3, but... what was it recently that just called out to me so freaking much? Was it one of those post-patch ones we did recently? I completely forgot. But anyway, Ravana has a special place in my heart still. Or no, wait, the Revelries is not Ravana, but Ravana still has a special place in my heart. The Revelries is Susano in Stormblood, and that's in the top 3 right there, I guess. Ravana, Susano, and the other one I can't remember right now, but I still love, despite not remembering it. Oh yeah, and we are finally a year removed from the first stream. At this point, we didn't do anything for like the 1st of July that year, but that's alright. This is where we were a year later. And around this time, I finally bought the game, and then a month later, I think subscribed to it. So a year later, I'm like, yeah, might as well buy it now, right? Technically, I didn't need to, but I'm glad I did. You know, being able to chat better, market board, FC, all of that. Yeah, Heaven's Sword. I yet to be, you know, I still need to recreate this finger pointing pose with my current model. After all these years, I never recreated this one. I had a nice wallpaper of myself doing this with this previous model. I mean, I still have it, but yeah. That's a different finger point. Look at that, look at that. So many poses that I need to recreate. Good stuff in this one. Where I was able to have more time to do this and maybe more patience to do it in V-Rate because it's a whole process. I gotta see if I can do it though. It can be kind of chill too because I can even listen to other people's streams while I do that. Watch them too, but also listen to audiobooks, podcasts, stuff like that. Heaven's Sword finale though happened on the 4th of August. When was it that we started it? I think it was May, right? And even back then I saw this, yeah. We ended up coinciding these years. I think a finale of something else came in a later year that coincided with the Heaven's Sword finale. So like the pace, it's been quite steady these 4 years, which is great. Heaven's Sword finale. Also, I'm gonna run ads on Twitch. Hopefully you don't miss out much on my yapping, but I'll just continue talking about this as we do them, all right? 3 minutes of them. We are gonna jump into the game soon. I think it's time for the regeneration soon. Let me have some water there. At the very least, I need to take a moment to drink. Because today it's even more yapping than usual. The Heaven's Sword finale. 2023 August 4, and this is the face I'm making because Hosh Fant had already died at that point, I think. And thus this is the way I'm feeling back then. But maybe I should have smiled because a hero should always smile, right? Maybe that's the way it should have been. Maybe that's the way. And this whole thing, new character because we had I still have them. A couple of alts, a Lalafell, a Mikote, male, that is, the Lalafell is female, Machai, and Alterborn. But at this point, I don't know if I'm ever gonna do anything with them. It was just for the fun of it, you know? And to see the start of the story from the Gridanian and the Limsan perspective, pardon me. Because we didn't get to see that, and there's no way to see that unless you start a new character. So we were covering more of the story that we couldn't cover before starting the post-Heaven Source stuff, I think. Oh yeah, we had a collab with Key for this. I think it was his introduction to FF14. I think I didn't... That's weird that I didn't show it as a Twitch thing. This may be another version of the thumbnail. Shoutouts to Key, shoutouts to my dear Key. Still killing it, by the way. Ah, yes, I know what this is. So, Goranger, he meets Sentai Gorenja is in the back of the thumbnail because this was the collab for the summer event in 2023, where they had the Ranger outfit, the Sentai Ranger outfit that they gave out back then that we still have, and it's still so freaking good. I gotta see myself as Ellison Male in that too. And yeah, we did it with Alurin. It was great. There's a clip somewhere of a moment there. And Super Sentai, so I just had to use Goranger in the thumbnail. It was a fun collab. Just, there was like a kick there for a moment, explosion. I mispronounced the word. But yeah, good stuff. Is there in a clip somewhere still? We continued with this. I wasn't using the Heaven Sword symbol, but yeah. Okay, so we need to talk about this right here. This was not a Final Fantasy XIV stream technically. It was a Fall Guys stream, but I still put it in here because it's when they did the FF14 Season Pass. Or Battle Pass? No, they call it a... No, what do they call it? Season is not the word they use. A Fall Pass? Is it just Fall? My god, it's been long since Fall Guys, even though it's been so dear to me. But anyway, Falling Warriors of Light, because yeah. That's Alfino in the back, I think. Wow, he hasn't worn that outfit, come to think of it. This is different. But yeah. Fall Guys FF14 stuff, I just had to put it in here as well. And I mean, we also did it we also did it in the FF14 side of things, right there. New Mikote Superstar. Before I became a cat girl, that is. Hey, I still haven't been a cat boy as my Khaiden Tajigen self, so that's still gonna be for a future poll. We shall see. More Mikote questing. Just for that first Gridanian perspective, right? The other one was the Limsan perspective. Yeah, this is still a Fall Guys stream technically, but not sure if you can tell. That's Alfino and Alice in the back. A white mage right there, some of the things. That was a season pass for that. Another collab we had with Alurin. Which one was this again? I don't... Oh! The alternate version. That's a great transition. That's a great transition, isn't it? It was the 10th anniversary event! We met Yoshi P in the game. For the first time, because he's done it again several times afterwards. Yeah. We've done this for a while, haven't we? It's good stuff right here. Good stuff. Triple Tried stream. Not the only one we've done, I think. Oh, you know what this one was? September 8th of 2023. This was a card game week in celebration of Kamen Rider Gotchard coming out. Because it was a card-based rider. I still haven't actually seen the series, but... Yeah, we also had Pokemon TCG, Master Duel, and maybe something else that week. I can't remember. I still need to do the New Year resolution for this year of starting Magic Gathering. That's another can of worms. That's another Pandora box. Tombstone grinding. And we have arrived at October of 2023, past the 8th of that month for that year, which means I am my current self now. The 8th of October 2023 was when I became this current self. Multi-class mania because we completed the triangle, the Holy Trinity. I had already become Dark Knight at this level. At the level we were at back then. If I became Dark Knight right now, it would take longer to catch up. Bard still hasn't caught up, and I still want to pick up Dragoon, which is going to be Lancer at first. More Heaven Source stuff, post-Heaven Source stuff. I think we might have done either current quests on the stream, I'm not sure. I'm going to skim through them a little bit faster because I'm starting to take a bit long with these. That must have been a Starlight Celebration collab back then. 2023 of that year. Or either these are alternate thumbnails or one of those, or it's two separate things, I'm not sure. Yeah, okay, the dates are not showing up anymore, but actually I think I can tell where we are right now. Yeah, this is the first Yeah, the golden one. Okay, this is the New Year one. This is the Starlight one. Christmas, whatever you want to call it. And then this is already at the start of 2024. We're in January 2024 now. Patch 3.1. We really have come a long way, haven't we? Yeah. We were still in Heaven's Sword, right? Heaven's Sword lasted quite a bit. Don't I look great though? You can see it was a glow up. I looked fantastic back then, but I look even better now. What happened to that post, by the way? Where do I have the PNG of that post? I need to use it again. Or I may not have it as a transparent PNG. Back then I wasn't able to have these transparent. I would take a screenshot of myself against the background, posing in V-Roid Studio, but yeah. That was good stuff right there. A few of them were able to be transparent like this one, but yeah. FF14 and FF11, the Maiden's Rhapsody. We did it in 2024, what the hell? I thought it was earlier than that. 3.2, the gears have changed. I think we have arrived at what is now the current thumbnail format too. Valentine's 2024. We've done this for a while. Yeah, guess what this is? This is Hildebrand madness in Heaven's Sword. Revenge of the Horde 3.3. Back here. Where are we now? Or when are we now? We're in March of 2024. 12 hours, I think this was for the stream. That's why I preserved this alternate version. I think I had the version that didn't say 12 hours though. I don't quite like how that looks, but I'm not sure. Yeah, more stuff right there. I need to get PNGs of these poses. I might be able to turn some of these transparent, but it's not gonna be perfect. Best if I just recreated, yeah, this one. I never got this as a pose, and well, I have some similar looking ones. More post-Heaven's Sword stuff, I think is where we're at. The FF14 and FF16 event, I think at the time Alluring was not able to stream, so I did it alone, but Alluring was watching. And this was before the graphics upgrade. The Far Edge of Fate 3.5, and Stormblood will begin soon. A few loose ends, I think, in Heaven's Sword here. Still more Heaven's Sword things. Yeah, the group content and all that, Hildebrand content. This is when we started doing it patch by patch, I think. Alexander content, for that matter, is there somewhere, I think. And the first Stormblood stream. Let me see the date. I think this is the first one. June 14 of 2024. 2024, June 14. Yeah. And somewhen at this point, somewhen here, we got the graphics upgrade to F14, which at first I wasn't able to adjust it in a way that allowed me to use my full self. Because I haven't even upgraded the PC since then, so since before that, for that matter, but you'll start seeing my being YouTuber self, which at the time was also new. Ichinian still did such a great job. I'm gonna show you a little fan service with one of these things, something that we haven't seen that much ever since its debut, by the way, which it's summer, so there's a small possibility we may bring that back for something, but I'm getting ahead of myself. Yeah. This version of me. Mostly, I mean, I use it even if I'm not that self for that stream, for the thumbnail, because I look great. But most of the FF14 streams have this in the thumbnail, because I was only in this form for the entire stream. Hey, Beach Khaiden. You're welcome. You're welcome. I'll let you soak that in for a few seconds, and I'm gonna move on. I'll let you soak this in for a few seconds. If you want to see this, you let me know if you want to see it, okay? Okay, moving on. We need to make more use of that. Funny enough, it may not be in FF14 though, just something else. I don't know. We splash around on something. I'm trying to think of what it could be, a special summer stream or something, or... I don't have that in 3D form, by the way. I just can't do it in 3D form. And believe me, I've tried, but it just doesn't work out. It just doesn't work out. For the reasons I told you, right, that I can't customize myself that much, which is alright. One day, perhaps, one day. There's also a version of this in which I don't have the shoulder strap thingy. Not shoulder, the neck piece and the strap thingy. Maybe more fan service for you. I love you, Tajigen, but we move on. Yeah, this is still about around July. We're somewhere in August or somewhen in August maybe. Yeah, Moonfire Fair. That's the name of the thing that was Super Sentai. Oh, maybe when we do that. Maybe when we do the Moonfire Fair or, well, whatever the summer event is called this year. Yeah. Yeah, if Alluring is okay with me showing like that on his stream, I'll also set it up for the Discord Reactive. That is indeed the Tajiman Moody. Good to see you. Good to see you. It gets hot, damn it. It gets hot. Let me get some water, for that matter. Blue ocean, blue ocean, blue ocean. Beautiful song composed and produced by Case Key, who we talked to, by the way. Who we talked about, by the way. And this was around this year that happened. Good stuff right there. September of this year, and we're around there. Almost. Spicy. You need more water if it gets that spicy? You need some milk. Put me in this form and throw milk at me. Throw milk on my face and all over my body because I'm spicy. Don't ban me, Mr. Twitch. Don't ban me. Don't ban me, Mr. YouTube. Don't ban me. I'm just saying the facts. I mean, milk. When it gets very spicy, you drink milk, right? Yeah. Maybe I should make use more of this face of mine when I have the mouth open. Nice smile that I have for this. We're somewhere in Stormblood still. We haven't started the post patches here. Let me see when this was. I think we're around September now. With the Beauty of the Blue Ocean stuff, had a special event going on. In the now defunct but still beloved alternative idol constellations. Everybody else is still thriving in their own way, by the way. Some of those people that I was members with, I still keep in touch with them. They're still great. Theron Tiny released a cover recently with a huge amount of other people, by the way. Kuru Kuru Kruda from Love Live, which makes me think of Live Alive Now with that name. Happy dance, Kuru Kuru, happy dance. I love that song. I need to listen to it more. I should listen to their cover of it, which was done splendidly. I'm amazed by the production quality of everything. We've had some high production quality in a lot of what we did, which I'm still very proud of, by the way. But anyway, The Rising 2024. When was this? Oh no, we're in August. We're not in September yet, but yeah. We're about to be in September. The Blue Ocean stuff in there. Summer lasted way longer that year. Yeah, I was King Khaiden. Also, this one is just great. That crown was also designed by Ichinian, by the way. I get to wear that in my 3D self too. Ducky, good to see you. Don't worry. I'm gonna stop my yapping and my PowerPoint presentation, my slide deck in a moment. It's a fun one. I'm gonna try to speed it up a little bit here. Oh, look at this. This may have been the finale to Stormblood. Let me see. I think maybe it was, and then we were doing other things. So first of all, Multi-Class Mania, catching up to class quests mostly. All Saints Wake of that year, major stuff. Yeah, Spooky Khaiden. Yeah, Dark Knight Spooky Khaiden is what we have right there. More Dark Knight Khaiden. I think that's maybe an FF11 item I used as a PNG, I'm not sure. Can't quite tell, but it works. I need to do that again for a thumbnail, maybe. Yeah, Starlight Celebration. I'm sorry about the beard again, Illurin. And then we started, well, we definitely hadn't started Shadowbringers, but we're in 2025 now, I think. Yeah, this was an edgy Christmas with Dark Knight stuff. This was December 22 of 2024. We're still in the end of 2024 here. This was the last FF14 stream of 2024. Heaven's Turn 2025 now, the new year for that. We've already done New Year this year. My fortune was terrible for this Heaven's Turn, I think, but then for this year, extraordinary fortune. And it's proved true in many ways. It's proved true, both inside and outside of FF14. We're halfway through the year, by the way. We can maybe talk about how the year has been so far. If it hasn't treated you well, Tajigen, I hope the second half is good for you. For me, you know what? Some beautiful things have happened for me, both related to the stream and not related to the stream, and I'm so grateful for them. Let's do even more amazing things for the second half. That beard is amazing. I don't know, I think Illurin didn't like it. But yeah, it's Santa vibes. I'll wear the beard next time. Heaven's Turn 2025. Oh yeah, Dark Knight Rage in here. Yeah, I love what I did with myself from this, but it took a while to make a PNG transparent like this out of myself in game. That's the Great Gooba library set, by the way. I may still have it as yeah, I may still have it in the glamour dresser somewhere. Friday, and here we are. It's already been way over a year, but in 2025. Repeat after me. Let's clap together. Let's do this again. Friday, February 14, Final Fantasy 14 hour stream. Now, when we have a Friday 14th like we're gonna have in August 14, we try to have a 14-hour Final Fantasy Friday stream, and Walker is gonna begin then, Tajigen, August 14. But this is even better because the alliteration is extended because it's February, right? Yeah. I would have liked it better if the beard matched my hair color. I'll make a mental note of that, Illurin. Doing anything to cut out your in-game character is so tough, it's nuts. Yeah. Yeah. Even if you try to set yourself against a green screen of sorts or blue screen, and it can be so much fun, but yeah. Stormblood continued here. Oh yeah, we did this like underwater dungeon that was pending, that was optional. And here we are in the post-patches. The FF Tactics stuff also started there. Little Ladies Day of 2025. That was March 14, right? We'll be looking at playing more FF7 RE1. Do your best with Cloud and company. Set it all up so that when the third one comes out, you're caught up, Ducky. Rise of a New Sun 4.2. Let's see when we are right now. We're in March of last year. We're in March of last year now. Hildebrand stuff right here. That's the plan. Yeah, you have time. You have time. Hatching Tide 2025. So that was April of last year, right? I think that has some catastrophic scuff on my end, but I was able to still be in the call on Discord with Alluring at least. So if I have a VOD of that, it's all messed up, if it's even there. Or maybe that was 2024, I don't know. I've been doing this for years now, as you can see. As you can see, as you can see, as you can see, so many thumbnails. Yeah, this was Eureka stuff, which is still ongoing, in a way. We still have things pending in there, at least to see the story on the stream. And I think we will find it somewhere. Now, under the moonlight right here, I think some final things happened for Yotsuyu right there. I think that's when we saw the Tsukuyomi transformation. Hey, fun fact about this, because I have this in my file name. I tried to keep track of this as much as possible. This was Twitch stream number 666. So, Yotsuyu gets a bit extra demonic for this stream right here. That was very fitting right there. That was very fitting. Unless this wasn't when Yotsuyu did it, but I think it was. Yotsuyu. I miss you. I actually liked you. I loved you. And not just because you were threatening to grind me under your heel. Anyway. Yeah, we were still doing post-Stormblood stuff. This was maybe the Redorana Lighthouse. I'm not sure. Yeah. Oh yeah, we already had started the Namasu stuff, which is still ongoing. Is that what's gonna happen with the Allied Society stuff also in Shadowbringers? I am hoping we can go through all of Bosnia in the incoming weeks before Endwalker. If it goes beyond that, that's okay though. Yeah, we still needed to do that deep dungeon. I think at this point it's gonna be for a much later part of our FF14 journey. Just like the first dungeon, I forget the name, Prelude in Violet, setting up Shadowbringers, Hildebrand. I miss you, Hildy. It'll still be a while. You know, if things go a certain way, at the end of the year, we're doing the post-Endwalker stuff. I mean, think about that. Think about that, Tajigen. We shall see. We shall see. But yeah, Moonfire Fair 2025. Good stuff here. Yes, this was where we got that swimsuit. If I'm gonna have my summer self, you know, spicy so you can throw milk my way and things like that, it should be for something like this, maybe. We shall see what they give out. I think they might have a different theme. Have they ever done a pirate theme? They should definitely do that. Instead, I can have my pirate hat. But I need to wear this. I think also, I think I'll be Ellison still for this. It may be around October or so when we change again. Yeah, Omega stuff in here. We are... look at those beautiful badges. We gotta do this again for a future thumbnail, by the way. But yeah, especially when Bart finally catches up, things like that. Actually, for the Crystalline Mean streams, we should do that maybe. Don't start bossy until you finish Eureka. We already started it, Ducky. We'll take over for such as more or less as big. It's okay, though. We're mostly alternating them in a way. It works out some way or another. We'll still continue doing more in Bossia. Oh no, why are you going on no? Mist helped me out nicely. We found some good help with people. I still need to relearn the mechanics because it was just that one stream and I haven't touched it ever since, but we shall see what we can do in it. Good groups that we put together there. Just need to remember how to work with like the boss instances, things like that. We have Alpha in the back. Let's see the time period now. If I can find the stream. We are... Where are we? When are we? I think it's like October maybe? Are we at October? I kind of lost track of it. You still haven't finished boss yet? Oh no, indeed. Oh, that salute emote is great. Oh, we had all the alliances there. Dude, I forgot I did this with the... Oh, I need to do this again. The role quests in Endwalker are gonna have the nations figure into it, so that could be good to do. I like that. The Rising 2025. The Rising 2025. Let me see if I can find the thumbnail among my files here. I think maybe we're in September. Was that? Yeah. This is September of last year, so we're less than a year now. There's still over 30 thumbnails, over 40 thumbnails or so to go through. We're just gonna rush through them because they're a bit more recent. Some of these don't feel that recent, but yeah. Yeah, what was happening here that got me to do that freaking face? Oh, it's Eureka, I think. I think it's Eureka. More Eureka, though. It also makes me do this face. And Bosnia will be the same, I think. A lot of Eureka for all this, I think. All Saints Wake of last year. Good stuff, good stuff. This year, the funny thing is that new forms, new transformations, and new NPCs keep showing up for this one. Because I've done more content by then, so... Who knows what it'll be by then? We'll be in the middle of Endwalker, maybe. If it all goes according to Kikaku. More Eureka. Here we are. I think this was the first Shadowbringer stream, which was meant to be... It was a 14-hour special. It was meant to be... let me see. Yes, it was meant to be November 14 of last year because... Wait, my thumbnails are not showing... Wait. Something is wrong with my thumbnails here, or... Huh? Oh, no, wait, yeah, it's correct. It had to be delayed because some stuff happened. I think it was internet-related stuff and some nonsense like that. But it was still the 14-hour special that was meant to happen. The first Fantasia Regeneration happened here. And when I decided that we're gonna keep doing this every 3 to 4 months, which I could have decided earlier, but better late than never, because this is still fantastic. No pun intended, because it's Fantasia. November 22 of last year. Beautiful things we did. I still owe you a Wuthering Wave stream, I know. Space on the PC, upgrades on the PC. But even if I have the space, I have to see how the performance is. But yeah, I don't think I'm forgetting. Some nice crafting stuff. This was a good thumbnail. I'm proud of what I did with that one. I should maybe do it again when we do the Crystalline Mean streams. Oh, yes. Yeah. Shadowbringer stuff. This is still, all things considered, very recent. Look at those beautiful class batches there. Starlight Celebration of last year, and we're about to get into this year. Yeah, here we are, Heaven's Turn 2026. Here we are. Caught up almost. Catching up. A little bit of Eureka in there. Valentine's. Crafting cakes in a rush. Having to do it faster than Sonic the Hedgehog. Little Ladies Day 2026. This one was... I love all the Little Ladies Day events because of the idol stuff. Oh my god, we got great emotes out of this. The emotes we got out of this are... Yeah, they're still there in my bars. They're not gonna leave them. Shadowbringers, and this has a simple black background because this was the finale of the base Shadowbringer story, not the post Shadowbringer stuff, right? I don't know if vanilla Shadowbringers is a good way to say it, but you know, the finale itself. When was this again? I think March, April-ish. I was still a cat girl and I turned into a Viera not long after this, around this time. Yeah, March 13. Already been a minute. Look at the transition. I love... This is why it's fun to go through these freaking thumbnails. Look at that transition right there. That is so freaking smooth. That is so freaking smooth. I love it. Wait. Ooh. A new kind of animation for my PNG to herself. There you go. But yeah, this is a bit of Eureka, I think. I'm not sure. Yeah, it's gotta be because, yeah. Hatching Tide, just a couple months ago, basically. More Shadowbringer stuff. That's Eden in the back. This was... What was this again? What was this? This was fishing related, I'm not sure. Based on the Indie Special's name is also what folks use. Space Shadowbringers? Okay. Then I've been saying it right. Well, I've been saying it in a way that makes sense for a lot of people, let's say. Yeah, the recent post patches. 5.1 was... When was this stream? This was April 24. So yeah. About 3 months to do the post patches, about 3 months to do the expansion, that's not bad. The first of the near raids right there. This was extra crafting stuff, I think. 5.2 right there. More of that. More extra stuff. If it doesn't have the Shadowbringers logo, it's because it's something more general in the game. That's the way we operate nowadays. The first boss yes stream. Because we saved the queen! And I didn't know who the queen was back then. Maybe I'm the queen. I'm putting on that crown. Thank you very much. Reflections in Crystal 5.3. That was the MSQ itself. Beautiful stuff during that. Yeah. And there it is. The last stream we did and... No, that's the last stream we did with Eden. And here we are today. Now, in case you don't know what the hell is going on with my face right there, I'm regenerating like a Time Lord because we're about to regenerate in-game. And that is a good seg to go into the game at long last. Let me open the launcher right here. Wait. Let me show myself in there. 5.3 will never not be peak. Let's go. But yeah, let's show it right there. As I'm launching the game. I still have a wallpaper of my Viera self, my Viera female self in my desktop right now. I'm looking at it. I'll still look at it for the rest of the week, but yeah, we'll change it. We'll change it with a new self very soon. Now, something very important I need to tell you. Well, we're gonna take a moment to decide on the Ellison male appearance. I'm hoping not to take too long. We're gonna, yeah, because I'm gonna have an hour to do it. I'm gonna try to be fast about it. I'm gonna go back to my previous appearances because there's some screenshots I want to take with that. Correct me if I'm wrong. You can do that within an hour of it, right? I'm just gonna have to be fast. But we'll see the Ellison male self before we see that because I need to save the appearance also. That's also gonna help. And in case I mess up and yeah, I have it there. I need to take some Time Lord regeneration screenshots here. Some screenshots that will be meant to be like that. Some of them may be Photoshop, some of them may not, because I want to have a certain emote that just fits so well. It just needs to be taken in a specific way. And I don't think I'm going to go into G-pose, even though that would really help with it, the way I want to do them. I don't know if we have time to really tinker too much with G-pose, you know? Anyway, the time has come. That one was cute. Thank you, Moody. I look cute with that. I look cute like this, too. This is going to look very different as Ellison male. I gotta tell you. I'm not going to like the male version of this as much. Whether Ellison or Hayur or whatever. But yeah. Yeah, I love that smiling self. It was a recreation of a post I originally did in my pre-1.0 self. And doesn't look that bad there. I can actually do it live. But yeah. Hour of playtime. So as long as you're not playing for an hour, you can always go back to edit. Well, we're going to continue playing here. But we should be able to do it within the hour. I'm not sure. What I don't know is, like, if I have the higher male appearance saved. Take a look at this, though. I'm glad I'm doing it with this outfit, by the way. I'm glad I'm doing it with this outfit. This is the outfit with which it's going to happen. As much as I love the look of this, I think I'm going to, like, glamour that with the Stardust Rod. I think it's about time. This is still wonderful, though. It's what you gave me, Ducky, I think. I forget the name of it, but the level 90 thing. This is still very Tajigen Khaiden coded. Thank you very much. Oh, yes, it is, I think. First, let me find my Fantasia because I don't remember where I had it. I'm like 80% sure I still had one that was free. Otherwise, I'm about to spend the 10 USD. It's okay, but, well, not okay, but I had one. It's my last free Fantasia from one of those quests, right? There's the temporary ones. There's one I missed, actually. And there's the one you can always do. Two of them are ones that are permanent, right? And one was temporary. They gave away for a little while. Yeah, we're still here from last stream. We're still here. I look great here, don't I? But I don't think I have it in my inventory right here, right? One of the retainers has it, and I think it's Dengeki. Let's go to an in-room. We'll go to the Gridania in-room for this. No particular reason. I think we've been to the Limsa in-room a lot. We had a regeneration. 2 regenerations already happened in the Crystarium in-room. So yeah. Meanwhile, me who bought 20 of them when they were 5 instead of 10. Ooh. Too bad I couldn't take advantage of that offer. Do throw a link my way. Put it in the Discord server or something if an offer like that ever happens again. Because I should invest on them. Buying them in bundle was another discount and there was a sale. Oh yeah. Send me a link. Put a link in there if that ever happens again. I should take advantage of it. Oh, the Steam Summer Sale is calling out to me, by the way, Tajigen. Yeah, let's think about that too. But, wait, I don't need to teleport anywhere here. Torumi! Well, actually, to be fair, I'm Am I Torumi's height here? Yeah, I've been Torumi's height already as a Viera. And I'm not counting the bunny ears. I think maybe slightly. Torumi is just slightly taller. Maybe I will be taller than Torumi this time, Illyrian. Okay. Well, if it all goes a certain way, the next time Torumi sees me, I'll be I'll be kin? Is that how you can say it? I'll be kin, not family, that's not the word, right? But I'll be kin, I don't know. I need to read Tolkien again or something. But yeah, I'll be a kindred spirit in physical form, that is. We already are kindred spirits in many forms, superstars of light and all that. Let me put some good music here, or well, actually, nah, we don't need the music. First of all, I need to talk to a retainer. We may explore some hairstyles or something. We can do it after that, though, after the fact. You completed your venture, though. Let me reassign it to you. But before you go and do botany, let's take care of some housekeeping here. We sold something. I don't know what it is we sold, but we sold something because 10,000 is what I keep on my retainers. Anyway, Fantasia. Please tell me you're here somewhere. Let me sort this out first. Oh, yeah, some fish in there. Mostly materia. Oh my goodness, some of those things. There it is. There it is. We'll sort that inventory again some other time. Let me talk to Aosora and take care of that venture as well. Also. Oh yeah, we sold a few things in there. Good stuff. Good stuff. You will be rejoining the race of the Eldar because you were an elf in Lotcher way back when. You still remember, Illyrian. Yeah, with Lotcher we did alcoholism, right? For those who don't know. Lord of the Rings Online is both so beloved to me, we mentioned it a bit earlier, but, you know, just no time for it. FF14 had to get full commitment when it came to MMORPGs. Before I forget, let me enchant, let me glamour my, my weapon here with the Stardust Rod. There it is. I think it's gonna look good with this outfit. Let me see. It's not immediately noticeable. I'm gonna have to change a bunch of portraits. We are still gonna have to do that. Yeah, it would look more impressive in the later tiers, but that's a freaking grind, by the way. Take a good look at this look, because I love it. I love it, but we'll stop seeing it in a moment. But yeah, the one character that I did name Khaiden in Lord of the Rings Online was an elf. And there I did like the elf form. I don't know. I didn't like how I looked as an elf or Ellison or whatever the name was in FF11. Here, I gotta tell you, I won't like that as much as I like some of the forms I've had here. For sure. It's gonna be a bit of a weak link compared to them. I'm still gonna love it because it's me and we're gonna have fun with it though. And, you know, it really does work so well. 3 to 4 months. That's around the time period we're gonna have it. A whole season. It's a really good sweet spot. Eventually, we hit a limit to an extent because there's a limit of 32 forms. Without, you know, doing more variation with skin color or even hairstyle. I don't know. Because it's 8 races, 8 sub-races, 8 genders. 2 genders for each, 2 sub-races for each, I mean. So like 8, 16, 32, right? Don't forget, each weapon pose, battle stance, and victory pose are different between genders, so you can relook at the male ones. Yeah, we won't do that initially because I'm going to try to go for previous forms for some screenshots. Which, by the way, I need to take a screenshot right now. Let me see. Let me see. We're gonna take a few screenshots here. First, like this. Yeah. The not crystal Exarch here. The mini crystal Exarch is gonna see this happen. Actually, wait. C-pose. C-pose. Let me have the different C-poses. Because there's one that's gonna work well. The one I use for the schedule art that we also saw earlier. And oh, this one is nice too. Not this one, I think. Not this one. We're gonna take a look at all the Ellison male ones. I think it was this one. But the one I ended up going for, this one. I love what I do with my hair for a moment there. Now, the emote I want to do. Oh my god, I really do need G-pose for this. Okay, hold on, I have an idea. I need to make it a macro. Or, wait. I took like half a dozen screenshots right there. And I'm not sure if they were thorough enough. That's the closest we've got right there to a Doctor Who regeneration. But between screenshots, it works really well. You know what's maybe not gonna work so well? I won't be able to get this exact same camera angle. Maybe. That's what's gonna be kind of difficult about it. Yeah, it's not gonna look quite the same. Not gonna have quite the effect. Would G-Pose help with this? I wanna do it. I wanna know before we actually get to it. Hold on. I do see camera controls, but like, I need to actually be standing here in the first place, right? I have like the positioning. I'm using like the design of the carpet to kind of get the positioning right, but the camera position, this is not what I mean. No. No, this is really good though. No. Depth of field. No, not this. Not this. Screen. No. Lighting. Motion. Effect. It's just, I'm gonna have like an hour to do it. No. You can pause it when you have the right frame, but it's tough to know exactly where the camera is at any given time. Yeah, that's gonna kind of take away from the effect on the screenshots I want to take. I get very ambitious about it though. You saw some of the thumbnails there. I got very ambitious about some of them. That's why I haven't done them again in my current model, even after all these years. Where was the pause button for the emote? Maybe I will try to... Because I forget all the freaking controls here, and this feels clunky when I haven't done G-Pose in a while. That's why I don't bother with it a lot of the time, as nice as it is. Where was the pause? You can tell me in the chat, Tajigen. I'm trying to figure it out. It's not this one, right? No. Oh, water effect? No. Where is the freaking... Was it here? Oh, okay. I got it. Yeah, see, this might work better. Stop time, weather. And how did I disable the minions? Maybe I do want to disable minions here, but... Wait, why is the minion still showing? Pet? Oh, okay. Spacebar to pause all characters on screen. Oh, spacebar. Ooh, the way the effect goes away. But you see how just slightly moving the camera already changes it? But okay. No, spacebar didn't do it for me. Because it would be better if I did it like that. Oh, keyboard, it says 1. It says 1 for that. Why is my minion still there? Little Grahatia's ears are still there. Hold on, what did I do wrong? Oh, do I need to reset it? Why is little Crystal Exarch still showing there? Oh, player's minion. There it is. Okay, thank you. Thank you for telling me, game. I'll just keep it this way, whatever. Right. Okay. Oh, this shot right here is really good. I need versions of this shot right here. Yeah, player's minion. Thank you, Ducky. Oh my god, yes, I need this. Wait. See, this one, I might Photoshop this one if it looks convincing enough. If you've ever seen Doctor Who regenerations, starting with the 9th Doctor, they have a standard. They have a specific way of being done that is close to what we're seeing right here. And that's why I'm obsessing so much over that. Okay. I got the gist of it. I may try to G-Pose the others. Well, the time has come. The time is once more upon us to look to our old friends. What should be my last words as a Vera female, Tajigen? At least for a long time. A long time before I do this again. Because we may see forms come back. And even if they do, though, next time I'm Vera female, I'll be the other sub-race. So this is the last time seeing myself like this. In a long while anyway. Maybe I'll do some other slight changes. It's not quite the same. Hey, when the 10th Doctor... When the Doctor became the 14th Doctor, like the 10th Doctor's face, there were some changes. He looked older. Features were kind of different because of that, right? A little bit more facial hair, other different things. To an extent, the outfit was slightly different, maybe. What should be my last words? I don't know. Let's just do the bloody regeneration. Let me drink the Fantasia first. Use it. Here we go. Okay, I think we're under the hour now, so don't think I forgot that we need to unequip everything here. I'll re-equip it, of course. As long as it's the exact same outfit, I think we'll be good. I don't need to update the bloody gear set, do I? Hopefully not. Let's go. Let's go. The most time-consuming part is gonna be doing the Ellison male thing. I might actually have a saved appearance. There was one day, not long after I became a female, where I was curious to see what I would look like in other appearances. It's a bit hit or miss when you do that without actually doing a Fantasia, because you can only see so much of it, but I gotta sort of preview. I actually have the screenshots there somewhere. I consider using them, but... what was it? Re-edit character, right? Yeah. I don't think I have it here, do I? Do I have it here? I do want to see... Hold on. Let me see. Yeah, this is the appearance I just had. What is this? Oh, retainer. Say hello to this old appearance again. I still look wonderful, don't I? However, this is not what we're doing. Also, let's see. It's like 40 minutes into the hour right now. Okay, I'm gonna say 35 just to be safe. 35 minutes into the next hour is when my timer ends to be able to do this. I need to see my higher self. Okay, yes, I saved my previous appearance. Let's see. Look at this Khaiden! Look at this Khaiden! It's been so long, it feels so weird. Look at that. Now is not the time for that, though. Oh, and we have this appearance save, right? Okay. There's some that I need to, like, delete right there, I think, but... Okay, here we are. Ellison, a male. The question is... I think we have time within the hour. You know what I think we're gonna do? I think we should do a poll. I think we should do a live poll. A live poll, after all, is still gonna happen, Tajigen. Should I be Duskwhite or should I be Wildwood? Or maybe you can just tell me in the chat and we gauge it from there. I want to allow lurkers to vote while staying lurkers if they want to. Let's do a poll. Let's do a poll right here. We'll do it both on Twitch or no, wait, let's just do it on Twitch. I think it's fine. I think it's fine we just do it on Twitch. So if anybody is watching on YouTube and you wanted to do it, me to do it on YouTube as well, it will be easier for me to manage this way. Based on what I'm seeing in the stream right now, I think it would be best just to do it on Twitch this time. So, which Ellison dimension should I be Wildwood or should I be Duskwhite? I'm fine with either one. You can do additional votes with star particles. 5 minutes! You have 5 minutes to vote. If it's a tie, I'll roll a die, I guess. No rhyme intended, although that's a very good freaking rhyme. What the hell? If it's a die... No, if it's a tie, I'll roll a die. There we go. There we go. Ooh! I think I'm seeing a winner already. Who knows what's gonna happen. Let's have the racial attire. Ooh, that looks so nice. You won the Wildwood! Why am I not surprised, Illyrian? Yeah. I love the look of Duskwhite here. Let's read their lore in the meantime. For hundreds of years, the Wildwood Ellison have lived in the relative safety of Eorzea's lush forests. With the formation of Eorzea's governments, however, many Wildwood venture forth from the forests, drawn to the exhilarating cosmopolitanism of nearby Gridania. There is minimal dimorphism between the two genders, though males are generally considered to be milder and more chivalrous in demeanor. Among their Duskwhite brethren, Wildwood Ellison are referred to as Greens, for their love of the forest. Duskwhite. Centuries ago, a number of Ellisons sought out a life of peace and seclusion in the depths of Eorzea's caves and caverns. Today, they are called the Duskwhite, though to their Wildwood cousins they are known simply as the Greys, after their preference for darkness and stone. The cave-dwelling ways of the Duskwhite persist, with some among them turning to robbery and pillaging to survive, earning them the scorn of their woodland relatives. There are a few differences between the genders, but that's why females are often regarded as being the more passionate and unyielding of the two. Alright. I'm voting on both personal preference and for a lower reason. A lower reason? Goodness. Oh yeah, I think I'm gonna have to choose like my blessed, the god that blesses me of the 12, and I keep forgetting which one it is. It's okay. Let's keep seeing it in different lightings before any actual customization. It's looking like Wildwood is gonna win so far. You may vote multiple times. And I will not even know it because there's an option that allows me to see, but I never see. So don't worry, you can remain lurking. I mean, even if I see your name lurking, which I don't, there's a list, but I don't bother with it. Even if I see it, I'm not gonna call it out, right? You may lurk from the shadows, the stars gazing. Remember, just remember though, when you gaze at the stars, they gaze back at you. You can always back out and check what god you're born under real quick. Oh, you're right. How do I check it though? Oh yeah, yeah. I'm so glad they give you an hour, seriously. They're so great. This is why this game, great developers and all that. Althic, I'm gonna write it down. I don't even know if that was the original one I went for when I first created myself here, but yeah, Althic. Okay. Ellison male. Look at all the... It's at least 16 just from this alone, but then with the sub-races, right? Or sub-clan or whatever, it becomes even more. Oh yeah, job. I look like the member of the party, the Warriors of Light / Darkness from the first, because of this. Anyway, the racial one, it needs to be the racial one, because otherwise we don't get to see much of it. Yeah. Wildwood or Duskwhite. I feel like Orianjay, like this. Verily, verily, is Orianjay. He doesn't speak like that, but close. I'll think, I don't know, the sub-race he governs, I look. It doesn't matter if it's not like the Ellison one or what have you. We'll do Althic. There must have been a reason I chose it, although I may change my mind now. Maybe I'll go for one related to rivers if there's one, now that I realize I share so much with rivers, apparently. And I don't mean River Song, Doctor Who references. I mean because of the braided river thing, confluences, many strands combining into one in epic ways. Look at what Live Alive does, what Sonic Adventure 2 does. Ever since I got introduced to the freaking term braided narrative, I went into a rabbit hole on Wikipedia reading about rivers, braided rivers, and then confluences where many rivers meet. It's like a convergence. It's like a freaking finale in the last story in Sonic Adventure 2 where the hero and dark stories intersect. Or like a light spoiler happens in Live Alive later. We haven't gotten to that point yet, but confluence. I've fallen in love with the word confluence. I gotta use it in content in something at some point. I don't know. In a fanfic of some sort in the future if I ever have time to write those. I have so many ideas. Some of those are written down, but it's just writing down the ideas, not so much the fanfic. Maybe if I were a millionaire, I'd pay someone to do it. Okay, it's Wildwood. It's Wildwood. By a landslide of a vote. That works for me. Oh yeah, deciding the voice. Well, first of all, let's do the appearance. What should we do with this? I like 79 as my height. See, I may not actually be taller than Terumi. 79 inches. I'm a little bit of a short one. A short king for an Ellison, which is funny. I'll do it at that height. Otherwise, we may do it random. Oh, the face. Yeah, I think it's the second face. Just the one we had already. I like the details around the eyes. Bit of background under the eyes, which really fits me. You know, many obsessive nights of mania staying up late, and yeah. Skin color somewhere around... I mean, already the way it is, I think is fine. I ended up being a little bit darker than I thought, a little bit tanned when I saw my male higher self. I'll do this one. If I were Duskwhite, I would be thinking about the skin color a little bit more, maybe. Now, the hairstyle This is actually very close to my hairstyle, but which one was it again? It's not this one. Because I have bangs, right? I'm forgetting for a moment, but I can double check anyway. This is one that's very similar, but it's not quite it. There it is. There it is. I can tell immediately at this point. And I used to struggle more with telling. Now, the way we distribute the hair color, though. This has got to be it, right? This has got to be it, right? Look at it. Look at this already. Like, it's already coming together and you're already seeing the regeneration, right? That's what makes it so much fun. Yeah, we're talking about the woods, right? Let's have no, this is the closest we... Oh, yeah, there we go. There we go. To really get the wildwood feeling. Yeah, choosing the Gridania in. I wasn't even thinking of that when I chose it. That's actually perfect. He's so handsome already. I know, I know. Or then the alternative. I've yet to make use of this alternative here. I'm starting to think this is a better way to do it, you know? This kind of hairstyle, but we must keep a continuity. What can be different is the shade of purple. Has to be that black still. Yeah, it's gotta be this one. It's gotta be this one. Okay. The jaw. What are we gonna do with the freaking jaw? Just check that we can confirm Altic does not have a main race grouping that worships him. From what I can recall of how the painting works, though, he may be the ruling deity of the 12. Then I went for the monarch, huh? Alright. I kind of like it a bit more round here, maybe? I don't need the Chad chin we have in type 3, though. Let's just do 4. I don't want to think about it too much. But the eye shape, before I do the eye shape, let's change the eye color. That will give me a better idea of things here. I think it needs to be this one. The eye color varies a little bit, but it tends to be these shades of purple and all that, right? Actually, we want it to be a bit brighter than we usually... Yeah. It needs to be this. It's gonna be that. And then iris size is also gonna affect it. Let's see. I want it a little bit zoomed out because it's one thing when you see your eyes zoomed in, but a lot of the time you may not see yourself that way. Well, although there's a lot of shots in the story and cutscenes and all that. Oh, this. Wait. I kind of like this. Huh. I like it when it's zoomed in. I don't like it when it's zoomed out, though. Okay, type 3. It's gonna be type 3, I think. It should be type 3. But what about that iris size? Yeah, it's gotta be large. It's always gonna be large, I think. It's the mania. I don't know. Eyebrows. Type 3, 4, 5, 6. It's one of the first 3. Just good old type 1. Type 2. A very serious looking face like that does work too, but okay, that'll do, that'll do. Nose, this one can be difficult sometimes. I don't think it's gonna be number 1, number 2. I don't think it's number 3. Number 2 looks decent already. Number 4 has potential. But I think... No, not number 5. What about number 6 there? I don't think so. I think it's number 4. I like how it looks in the front. Kind of. It's very straight. It's a very straight nose and not protruding out too much. I don't know. We'll keep it at that one. What about the mouth? What do we do with the freaking mouth? I'll go for type 1. It's fine. Type 1 is fine. Lip color, I don't think we changed that in any way. Nah, wait. Let me see. Just to experiment. It worked with my VR female self. Not here, I think. Ear shape, here we go. Here we freaking go. How should the ears be here, Tajigen? You know what? I'm very partial towards this type 2. But maybe I like it more on a Lalafell. And I would like to have even more variety, not repeat them across forms when I eventually become Lalafell. What do we think, type 1 or type 2? More horizontal or less horizontal? It's gonna be one of these first two. I really want them to be visible. With the type of hair I have, I want... Yeah, we need this. We need this. Re-show them? Let's try... This is type 1. This is type 2. They go a little bit more down, so they're more horizontal, as I say. A bit more perky with type 1. I'm fine with either one. You vote 1? I think we'll go for 1 then. Not gonna have a whole poll for that, I'll tell you that. Ah, but then ear size. I may just want to keep it as it is, but... Yeah, not gonna be max. No, I just want to keep it at 25. 28 grows a little bit, whatever. Didn't know this was a thing. Nah, we're gonna have both, although maybe the earrings I'll wear will be different. You can change this with the freaking hairstylist, right? If you can't, whatever. What about the color, though? I'm okay keeping them. That black is too black. Doesn't quite look right. Nah, they're not gonna be black, as nice as that might be, but what about shades of purple? I'm just gonna... You know what? I think white is just fine. Or wait. What about golden colors and... Wow, they really don't look good to me. Which surprises me. Yeah, let's keep it a simple white. I don't want to take too long. We're gonna have about 30 minutes left to do the other... Yeah, I'm not gonna even touch any of these. I'm not interested in any of that. Lightest purple? Let's see the lightest purples. Oh, wait. Almost to the point that they don't look purple, but that's what makes them work, maybe? You know what? Yeah, this works for me. Let's have that. Face paint. We know what we're gonna do here. Question is, do we keep them white? I think it's white stars yet again for this. In some cases, it might even be reversed, but I don't see the reason to, because it's more visible on this side, right? Face paint color, though. One of these times, we really do have to change it. We've done... Actually, purple fits quite well here, in many ways. The art counter doesn't start until you get in game. Oh, really, Ducky? Really? Huh. Customize your heart's desire. Oh, that's great. I still don't want to take extremely long, though. But, okay, that's good to know. So then what should we do for the star color? What should we do? Should we go for white, or should we go for a shade of purple, or even black? Black has a lot of potential. One of these purples. I don't think it should be anything other than those 3 options. Maybe someday in the future, but I don't think so. Yeah, now white feels a bit, or somewhere in between. That shade of purple actually works, though. The white does allow for more flexibility with other gear, let's say. I don't know. With my VR itself, it also worked nice because of the nose face paint, or whatever it was actually called. I'll leave it at that. I'll leave it a good old white. Or no, wait. Let me see how I feel about it again. I'll tell you this. Since we made the earrings be a little bit purple, we'll keep this one... Pardon me. We'll keep this one white. Now comes one of the most time-consuming parts, if not the most time-consuming part. The voice. Oh, I can kind of barely hear it. It's a bit low. But you can hear it, I think. I'll let the ads run on Twitch, by the way, while we do this. Hopefully you don't miss out on much. There's a certain laugh emote we need to check with it. Hey, we can come back here and change it. Well, type 2 already beats type 1 for me. This works, this works. That's a great laugh, by the way. And that's the chuckle emote, I think. It's not the laugh emote, right? Or giggle, I don't know. Ooh! Hot. It's kind of nice, but... Ooh. I'm still leaning towards type 2 right now. Aha! Meanwhile, you getting yourself into the black hole of designing a new outfit for Terumi? Good occasion for that. Ah! Haha! Whoa! Whoa! That's so different. It's gotta be type 2 so far. Ugh! Sounds like he's been through a few wars, this fellow. With that voice. Whoa, this voice is flexible. This voice is range. Yeah. Yeah. What the heck is that laugh? Type 2 continues winning so far. There's 4 more left though. I rarely ever go for these. They for some reason. I don't know. Whoa. It's not this one. What about this one? Okay, we have a contender now against type 2. Woo! Whoa! Alright, type 10 and type 2 so far have potential. I don't like the laugh as much. But the rest of it almost works. What about type 12? Nah, I don't think this works. It's between type 10 and type 2, and I think I'm leaning towards type 2. Now it sounds a bit too youthful. I don't know. It's the closest to my voice, I guess. I don't know. Not that it has to be exactly, but... I mean, a female voice is not going to be that close to my voice, I imagine, but... So yeah, it's not exactly a requirement, but it's nice. Yeah, I sound very much like a normal protagonist, and I sound less like a normal protagonist with this one. I like how unhinged some of these sounds are. Oh, no, not that one. You're really putting some gusto into that slash right there. That's what I like about this one. But the laugh... not so sure about the laugh. I'm thinking it's gonna be type 10. But then the laugh or the chuckle, whatever this is, type 2 is better here. No. No, it's type 2. It's type 2. We'll play it safe and do type 2. We have arrived at the regeneration, except we are gonna see some old forms, but I will take some screenshots there and let's save it. Some of these I actually need to delete to save the others. How many do you have? Oh, nice. Yeah, at least 32. Which one was this? Oh, retainer 1 and oh, okay. That's how I did it. That's Dengeki. What about wait. For Machai, one of my other characters there, right? Mikote 1, that was yeah. What about... Yeah, that's Aosora, my other retainer. That's That's an older version of myself. I'm gonna have to take a look at that too, out of curiosity, if I have a chance. But okay. This is why the date helps too. I put the date in the other ones, and that's what really helped me get it right. And there it is! And there it is! No reason to change Althik, right? Althik, the severity of change... Oh, hold on, it's easier to read here. Severity of change in space and God of time, commencing element of Earth, the 12th moon of the Earth's calendar. Oh, also because it's the 12th moon, it's like December, as if it were my birthday, or... Most of the pictures on the Steam Emperor, William Mithril Great Axe. Symbol is the hourglass. What were the others about, anyway? Full moon. Thaliak. Maybe I never did change it. A spinning wheel I kind of like, though. Naimia. But, yeah. Weaving. Interweaving dimensions. A hand. A streaking meteor. Radiant sun. Shell currency. Nah. It comes down to Althik for sure. Oh, no. Wait. I almost messed that up, I think. Although I have the appearance saved now. Yeah, this doesn't change, and here we are. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait. Let me check that with the other voice. No. I will not save it. It's okay. It's okay. Okay. It's gonna... I had to check that. It's gonna have to be the other one. Here. Voice. Type 2. It's already saved right there. What is that emote? What should be my first words as Ellison Male, Tajigen? We have regenerated. Oh, I love the look of myself already. Just wait until we see it with gear. Until I see myself with gear. Now, the hour begins now then. The hour begins now. Let's say from the top of the hour. Let's round it down to be on the safe side. Since this hour began 7-ish minutes ago. Yeah, 60 minutes remaining. There it is. There it is. There it is. My last free Fantasia. Really gonna take advantage of it. Just remind me I need to keep unequipping my equipment, and I'll keep using different glamours for it. I think it pays off better to do it that way. I already have a screenshot of my Viera self doing that, I think. Let me check it while we're waiting for Q. I think we have a moment for it. Oh, wait. Let me see myself wake up. What do I look like waking up as Ellison Male? What does it look like? Whoa! What was that? What was that pose? What was that pose? What was that pose? Oh my god. When I told you there's fan service today, even unintended apparently, even with that, oh my... Well, I'm a bit of a giga chat here, eh? Okay. Oh wow, I like the outfit way more than I thought I would. Oh, that works. Oh, look at me. Yes. This works out a lot better than I thought it would. Okay, because I'm trying to get the exact same angle as before. It may not be the exact same one, but whatever. Whatever. C-pose. It's C-pose time. But first, let's see the idle pose here. I think I'm gonna change it. Here. Or maybe not. Look at Khaiden, Tajigen here. Oh, no, I love it. It's been so much fun being a female, being cat girl, being all. But we're gonna see myself in those forms again for a moment. I think we're actually not gonna see the VR female form. We don't need to see it anymore, but I need to double check some screenshots I took. We're gonna have to go to another in-room. As long as that's not a problem, then we're good. I don't see why it would be a problem, right? If I log out at a different in-room. Shouldn't do anything to the timer or something. The screenshot I posted the other day, though, because I already have a shot of my, like, the era self regenerating. Maybe it would be good to do another one for good measure. Yeah. You can't even... No, wait. Is it my cat girl self doing that? It's kind of hard to tell. Wearing the Shadowbringer's outfit. Maybe I'll do another one for good measure then. Maybe I'll do that. At a different in-room too, and But don't I look great already? Okay, let me do something else too. Now, funny thing about that, I'm always comparing it to my cat girl self laugh. It never matches it in terms of how the laugh itself is, how maniacal, how perfect it was. It didn't match that in terms of the voice itself, but the motion. the mannerisms have that mania, have that Tajigen signature mania. I think it works. Oh, I think it works. So glad you didn't do this with the old RP Ellison. Oh, good timing then. Maybe we should have never realized it that long ago. Better late than never, I say. We still have plenty of content. Oh shoot, I didn't want to change the camera angle here, but... Your new Turumio outfit is also done. Nice. Okay, this may be... that might be my pose there. Or... Nah. Yeah, this will be the pose. Wait, that's it. That's it. No, wait, no, yeah, there's more. It's also... Yeah, this one might have the regeneration energy we're looking for. Like with a Photoshop. Yeah, I'll do this one. Your Ellison actually looks really cool. Of course he does. Of course I do. It's me. Despite everything, it's still me. It's still you, despite everything, and that's what makes it so much fun. Unlike the Doctor from Doctor Who, there's some things I try to keep the same no matter the appearance. Maybe there'll be more variation in the future. I don't know. Alright. It's time for G-pose. With this emote. Player's minion hidden. That's all we need to hide. That's all we need to hide here. Okay, let's see. I don't need to pause it if I just keep mashing the screenshot keys, right? Let me see. This is a really good shot. If it looks like it's regeneration energy coming out of you, it's so perfect. If I could make this into transparent PNGs, it would be brilliant, but it would be a nightmare. You know why it would be a nightmare? Because it's not just the outline that I would have to do, it's keeping the rest of the details, and these are already semi-transparent, so it's almost impossible. It's almost impossible. This would be so difficult to do as a transparent PNG. And I know from first-hand experience, not with this, but other things like that. Ugh. Yeah. Oh, I look even better than I thought I would. Can't wait to see myself in more cutscenes and stuff. Okay, I think I got all the screenshots I needed. The thing is, we have to do a few extra things besides this appearance. Okay. Let me think of something. I am going to go to the Crystarium and the in-room there. I want to be in a different in-room for each regeneration, just for variety's sake. It's gonna look even better to make it be a different place every time. The Doctor has regenerated in different places every time, almost every time at least. Well, sometimes it's the TARDIS as well, but the TARDIS has changed appearance too. Oh, you were waiting for me outside. It's okay, Luring. We are gonna meet. Don't you worry. We will meet with Torumi. Don't hold your breath too much because I'll be changing my appearance again. And we won't be matching here. What was it again? The pendants. Right. We're within the hour. I think we're in good time. I think we should be able to have time though. We shouldn't dilly-dally too much. Oh my god. Look at me sprinting. This animation feels weird. It doesn't feel right. Hey, manager of suits. I'm around your height now. I am sticking with Ellison, but there's some retroactive screenshots we need to take. They're very important. I need to take the screenshots with that emote you saw right there. For the regeneration, a complete new life cycle. So, let me change the outfit first. We'll make it be a different outfit every time. Maybe a different class? Dark Knight for, yeah. All the portraits. All the freaking portraits that need to change. Glamour plate. Ah, no, wait. This is me arriving to Shadowbringers. Let's say. This thing right here, but without the headgear. As we had before. And yeah. The male Ellising have always been weird looking. I find them weird looking a lot of the time, or at least for me. Which is why I regretted my choice in FF11. Again, it's not Ellison they're called. It's not Elf either, but something akin to it. I don't know. Okay. Let me unequip everything first. It's easy enough to re-equip it. You do this enough times and you get so used to it. And I've done it enough times now. Okay. So, I have the appearance save right here, as long as I do it. Look at that! Look at that! What is that? And because of the way I'm dressed, or rather underdressed, it's so funny. What is that? I love it. Oh, man. Oh, man. You're welcome, by the way. You're welcome. You're welcome for that image right there. Okay. There's some more images here. It's as simple as loading previously saved appearance data. Yes. Nostalgic, isn't it? Nostalgic. Today on only Khaiden, so no. That freaking voice of mine. That's my higher self. Why not? Wow, it feels surreal being... Oh. Huh? Everything okay? Did I do something wrong? This is freaking me out. Did I do something wrong? Oh no. But I thought so too until the rework. Now I like them. That's great to see though. But yeah, it's kind of surreal seeing my male higher self. I didn't do anything wrong, right? It's just... I think it's because I'm doing it just too often, and it freaks me out to see this screen here. Huh? It's not my internet, is it? I don't know. Yeah, I didn't take into account the cues. Okay. Now let's see how I wake up as higher male. I think I remember. I think this will be familiar. Yeah, that still is familiar. We were like this for years. When that login thing shows up, it freaks out everyone. Well, yeah, I mean, based on what I'm doing right now, I have good reason to have it freak me out. What the hell was that? Look at this. This feels so weird, seeing myself like this. To an extent, it feels weird anyway. Oh, we're supposed to have these closed though, because like, it's supposed to be the start of Shadowbringers. Nah, we can do it here. We can do it here. Just it's nighttime, so the effect is kind of lost, but it's okay. As long as nobody can tell it's nighttime, why don't we just do it here instead? I'm not gonna wait for it to become daytime. Or wait, I think I can maybe change that in G-Post. Can I change that there? Because this is supposed to be at the start of Shadowbringers when I'm doing this. Hold on, let me do something. Anyway, I'm trying to see, like, my right foot is here, my left foot is here. Just kind of, well, yeah, not the best reference also because of the differences in body, but we'll try it this way. G-Post time. I'm glad we do have time for G-Post because we need it. We need it. It's just so many freaking screenshots though. Sorting through them is what's gonna be kind of a chore, but it's gonna be so worth it. It's the way I want to put it together, but yeah. Okay. Yeah, there's a way this can really be put together that will pay off. Just the fact that I have the exact same camera angle is what's not so good, but anyway. Alright, before... Oh no, wait, I would need to go into a different name. This is gonna be me becoming a Mikote, a cat girl. So the same in-room, and I want to try to get the exact same camera angle. That's just like we did for Ellison and Vieira there. So this should only be one more time I do this, from cat girl to Vieira, from Mikote to Vieira, female. We did do this right? Okay. What were you saying about shoe build there? What was that about, Ducky? Sorry, I kind of missed that. We're still within the hour? Nah, we're still well within the freaking hour. We're fine. Except for that login screen thing that freaks me out. Let's see. Now, back to that beautiful Mikote form. I'm gonna have to do the laugh. I have to do the laugh. I have to do the laugh at least once. But let me see. We ended up going for Keeper of the Moon. Yeah, I said Mistel because this happened. Is that even right? Is Mistel, not Mistel. Whatever. Whatever. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah, yeah. If you ask me what my favorite out of these 4 is, even though one of these is still new, this is still my favorite. This is still my favorite. Yeah. Maybe all roads lead to cat girls for people playing the game. I don't know. It's that freaking laugh that also does it. I look fantastic. How will I feel when I have a cat boy form, though? Well, we'll get to that point eventually. So yeah, let's think about the timing again. October-ish, right? There's no specific date. It can be a Halloween Fantasia Regeneration. I don't know. July 1st, the entirety of July, August, September, that's 3 months. The entirety of October, that's 4 months. If we do it at some point in November, this is the longest one, not counting my mail high yourself. Look at that way of waking up. It hasn't been that long. I have been like this year. The first 3 months of the year. The first 2.5 months, more like. Okay, let's equip that. After this, I need to change my outfit. Yeah, like, the portraits are gonna need some updating. We'll get to that in a moment. We'll get to that. Yeah, oh, and I didn't see exactly where I was standing here. I'm trying to get the same shot as much as possible. This is as close as we're gonna get. Okay. I took so many freaking screenshots from that alone. I have an idea on how we're gonna do this. Yeah, because that shot where you can barely see the face, that doesn't work as well. Even though the energy is at like its highest. Okay. That's all I wanted to do. That's all I wanted to do. However, we're gonna do it again now from Mikote female to Viera female. I have to put them together. Just, you know, posting them all over there on next Twitter, or, well, there's a limit of 4. Blue Sky has more spaces, I think, for that. So we can do it. Discord, of course, has no limit. Well, not really. One that matters here. First, let me change... What should we change into? Astrologian. But not this outfit, I think. Or, well, actually, yeah, this outfit. This outfit. This outfit. Yeah. It should be this outfit. Perfect. Let's go to another in-room. I'm gonna go to the Limsa in-room. That works for me. It's like I returned to the source and I went to... Well, Limsa is not my starter city. Gridania maybe would... Not Gridania. Oldam maybe would fit better. After returning home, after so long, I went to where it all started for me. Limsa is still special to me, and my VC face just froze. Give me a moment. Yeah, I think because it loaded a lot of players there, maybe. Things got heavy for a moment. Give me a second. Yeah, we haven't even reached 20 minutes in this 1 hour timer. There we go. I got a motion again. Let's see here. Let's go to the inn here. And it's great because you can go around and talk to people and you're not even at your final form yet. If you keep changing like that. But, alright. Adventurers Guild. Oh, it's so nice to be back to this appearance. Just for a moment, though. Regeneration energy is still a bit unstable. We're flickering through past forms for a moment before the next full form fully settles in. I'm so glad they give you, like, how many was it? Over 40 of them? Over 40 saved appearances. Why can't we have over 40 glamour plates, too? Yeah! See, there's a basis right there. We can have it that way, too. Okay. Where to do the shot here? Yeah, see, I forgot to even make the G-pose be during nighttime, during daytime, if there was an option. I don't think there was. Or how about a different shot here? How about... No. Where should we do it? Oh, by the bookshelf. I like it. Books and this astrologian appearance. Shout out to Urianji. Shout out to Urianji. Ah, look at that C-pose. Oh my god, I missed that so much. But no, this is not what we're doing here. Let me see my positioning here. Okay, it's easier if I just stand on the very lines themselves. Ooh, look at those shoes. One of those shoes... Huh. Never noticed that about them before. Okay. Okay, like in the very middle of this intersection of these 4 lines, so to speak, the 4 squares, the 4 tiles. But the camera angle is not the same, right? Regardless. Let's do it here. Okay, and Jeepos. Let's do it without the little crystal exarch. I love you, but now is not the time for you. Okay. Yeah. Look at that. Look at that shot right there. Doesn't that look like a freaking Doctor Who regeneration? So much. If you know what that looks like. And if you don't, maybe look up a video of all the regenerations. It'll take a while before you get to the regeneration that looks like this first, but you'll know when you see it, and then all the ones afterwards will be like that, basically. Also, though, it may be spoilers. There's also that. You know, the first ever Doctor Who media I ever saw, when I first got into it, I think was a video of all the regenerations at the time. Without context, it's kind of funny, but yeah. We got everything we needed. It's time for the appearance we just changed from for the last time. Truly for the last time now. Oh yeah, we don't have the headgear. This is actually good that we didn't have the headgear visible for that. What do we have equipped there? Anyway, let's log out again. They actually explain that it's due to the glamour plays being tied to each player. Oh, and somewhat loaded 24/7. So each glamour play they add to the game increases each character's load on the game. So they either need to untie them or find a way to optimize the space required for such. All this time, wait, when did they explain that, Ducky? We've been saying for years, I've been saying for years across these 4 years. More glamour plays, please. Good to hear an explanation. I figured it was something like that, something to do with the design of the game load. Whatever reason there is for, it may have been explained too, for the wedding thing, how you can't travel to another server to attend the wedding, for whatever reason. Then it was this one, right? Didn't put a date on this one, but yeah, here we are. Ooh, I forgot I did that. I'm my most graceful self as Viera, huh? Ever called announcement? Yeah, then it was recent. I missed with that part. We saw the whole freaking thing on the stream, but I missed that part, I guess. Okay. Okay, for the last time, we will have this appearance. Regeneration is what it is. I'm gonna do my best to put those screenshots together. I wanna post them on like the FF14 subreddit or something. I Fantasia every 3 to 4 months. And I treat it like a Doctor Who regeneration every time. Or something like that for the title. So that one allows more screenies or... Just, yeah. We'll find a way. Find a way! Yume o toki hanate! Make your dreams come true, and my dreams are coming true with these regenerations every single time. That still looks so good. We'll adjust it for my Ellison self, my Ellison man self, my Ellison boy self, boy failure self. But we are succeeding. Yeah, the different pose kind of makes the angle not be the same. The camera angle is just, yeah. The woes of living in a 3D environment, I guess. I don't know. Let's give it a try. Let's give it a freaking try like this. How many screenshots have I made today? I'm gonna have to take a look at the folder. But the PC space can take it at least. And just for good measure, I take more with this post right here. And we did just do this, right? We did it already for... I'm gonna double check, just in case, to see that they look okay at a glance. That we did this from this to Ellison Male with another outfit. Which maybe I'll change into already. Yeah, just the many shots I took without even pausing it. Over and over. There's just a way that this can work so freaking well. With some outfits it's way more visible than others. Hold on, there was one more shot I wanted to have here. And we're on good time. We're within the first 30 minutes. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, this shot there. That one is good. Now, the Doctor, or maybe really any Time Lord, when they regenerate, they don't float in the air, but it still works. It's because it's a magic-based regeneration, not a sci-fi-based regeneration, let's say. Okay, let me take a look at my screenshots folder. Today, we took dozens already. And alright, Final Fantasy 14 Online, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, so many of them. So many of them. Let me see quickly. So many of them. Oh, there's some good ones I took that were unintentional too. That work so well. Yeah. Okay, and then I did it again as... Yeah, we're good. Alright. Now it really will be permanent. A glimpse of the past forms. We're not gonna do this every time with Fantasia, by the way. This was just because I needed the screenshots. Because now I realize, oh, we gotta do this every time with Fantasia. Remind me if I don't do it next time. That I should do it. The shots are needed. Or maybe I'll preemptively take one. But I want it to be a different outfit every time. Maybe a different in-room every time. Okay. Now, yes, the Ellison mail is truly permanent. What's up, Key? You came at a good time. The regeneration has become permanent. And we're about to see the fan service shot again, because the way an Ellison male wakes up, my god. Everybody should Fantasia. If you Fantasia a lot, please become an Ellison man at some point. Maybe Duskwhite is different, I don't know. But just so you wake up like that, because you're gonna wake up in your underwear in that way, and you're doing that pose, I mean. Ooh, benchmark. Ooh, interesting. But yeah, Wildwood right here. Yeah. And then that emote. Oh, yeah. Everybody should be a Giga Chad for a moment there. But that's what it is. You should see the female Ellison. One day we'll get there. 40 minutes remaining. Look at that. Yeah, good time frame. It's time for Fashion Fantasy as my new self. We gotta see all my glamour plates as well. We gotta do that. Oh, actually, I may need to dispel the glamours to go back to the outfit we were wearing. I think we have to do that, which is okay. Well, let me see my astrologian self. How much like Urian J do I look like? Let's take a look at that. What do I have equipped as monk right now? Oh, I think I know the outfit. Really good stuff. Yeah, more screenshots incoming. Look at that! Look at that! What is that? Damn. Freaking aura. Freaking fan service aura. We're giving you so much fan service today, Tajigen. You're welcome once again. Yeah, there's an Urian J resemblance. I need to reshoot that portrait right there. We're also gonna do that. Khaiden gonna get all the ladies now? All the ladies and all the lads. We're multidimensional, why not? Funny enough, I feel like I'm straight, but like either way, if I'm a woman, I prefer men, and if I'm a man, I prefer women. Don't ask me why. It's a regeneration by generation thing. Let's see. Yeah, I see the Urian J resemblance a lot, but it's still myself in a way. But I don't know, I feel like I'm seeing Urian J more than I'm seeing myself here right now. It's hilarious. It's hilarious. Sometimes though, what bothers me about Ellison is that the head feels so freaking small. And I still can't get over that right now. In proportion to the rest of the body, you know? And it's the way I'm feeling right now. Yeah, I think that's the thing that always bothered me the most about an Ellison look. It definitely bothered me in FF11. They're not called Ellison there, but still. Ooh, let's see what it looks like with the headgear. Yeah. Less of an Urian J look with this, which works. Maybe it works even better. Hey, we're not messing things up with the bunny ears anymore. That's the thing. Oh, this looks nice. This looks nice zoomed in. Okay, more screenshots. Yeah. Okay. Let's have some good music while we do this. Reflections? Oh, it's this one. Okay. Let's have that. What were you doing one day you woke up as your character? Realize that it's an isekai situation happening and be both very happy and very scared. Yeah. I'd be both very happy and very scared, but I just roll with it. I would begin going out of the in-room maybe, if I'm in the in-room, and talk to someone and see how they respond. Maybe talk to Y'shtola and see how she behaves. Like, how much is this being acknowledged in universe, so to speak? How traditional of an isekai is it? I like the question, Key. But yeah. But mostly, if it's just a straightforward isekai, then I would immediately jump into it, into the role. Although, depending on how much in the universe my character was, like, they behave scripted in the game as opposed to how I behave outside of it and add to what I say and what I do on the stream, so to speak, I may look to all my friends here, to Graha, to Y'shtola, or whoever, that I suddenly change my personality. But I will still be myself. Like, hey, your favorite superstar of light is here. What's up? What's the next quest? Who are we gonna save today? As the kick-ass warriors of light that we are. And they're like, whoa, 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 you used to be more humble than this. What's going on? Or maybe I was always like that. I'm reminded of Overlord, where something that never reflected in the gameplay, which was the lore they write for the characters, that's still in-game, but it never reflected in the gameplay. Though, to be fair, it was still in-game, right? It manifested in the NPCs afterwards when it became an isekai. So even if it's not in-game, maybe it reflects in some way, right? Alright. Glamour Blade, Glamour Blade. Let's see this. I forgot I gave it that headgear thing, which looks so perfect with this outfit. Yeah, this is one of, like, the biggest ones to measure something with. Yeah, this fits so well like this. I love what I did with this. I still love it so freaking much. And we do have something for Aster for this. It fits perfect, doesn't it? More screenshots, more screenshots. Not gonna go into G-pose though. Yeah. This C-pose didn't become that different. I love it, I love it, I love it. Okay, okay. Not gonna spend too long in them. I could take it even further, but... haven't used this one in a while, actually. That outfit is so good, I know. Oh! Wait, the headgear remains? That actually kind of fits it. It works. It works for me. It works for me. What else did I want to do? Alluring, if you wanted to meet me with Torumi, we can do it. We don't need to be in the in-room, do we? Because I'm not going to change actual glamours. I'm just going to use the glamour plates I have already. And then dispel them because the outfit I had was non-glamour. Actually, I'm going to go to Gridania. I'm an elf. I'm an Ellison of the Wildwood. Let's go to the woods. That actually sounds like the plot of an anime. A group of friends playing an MMO like FF14 get turned into the characters and they have to continue the plot to try and get out of the game. Yeah. Ideally, though, what I would try to do is to find a way... Lock Horizon was kind of going in this direction, actually. Find a way so that when I get out of the game, it's not a permanent getting out. I can keep going into the game like that and into the world that I was in before that. Because I would have mixed feelings about permanently leaving this world. But at the same time, I have mixed feelings about permanently staying here in exchange for the other world I was in. I would favor this world more, I think. But anyway. Bold of you to assume I want to get out of the game. But I don't know. It depends on the circumstances, right? But yeah. What is going on with this? I think some things are loading for a moment and they make me freeze. Let me reset myself. This is nice, though. It still shouldn't be happening. I don't have anything too heavy going on. You would think this happens every FF14 stream, then, with the way it's been happening here. But give me a moment. I'm a 2.5 dB tuber when that happens. Oh my god, wait. It's not able to reset. Something weird is happening. What is going on? Why is my... What is it? The RAM, the CPU maxing out?